Hi, everybody. Welcome to ZealZaddy. Sorry, we were having some audio issues. I did some dumb stuff that led to an audio problem, and now we're finally able to get started. So, welcome to ZealZaddy. My name is Scott, or Zeal, and my pronouns are he, him, and this is the Magnus Archives Miami. The Magnus Archives RPG was created by Monte Cook Games, and it's based on the podcast of the same name. Both are terrific. Check them out. They're amazing pieces of creative work. The Magnus Archives Miami, this campaign, is a horror campaign that may contain material not suitable for all audiences. We explore topics from deep personal fears to existential threats to humanity. So listener discretion is advised. Let's get everybody in here. We make sure their audio is working now.
So
it's working. Excellent. I was like, oh God, I hope their audio is working. Actually, I should check with chat and make sure it's working. Is audio working? Chat, help us out. I hear it here. All right.
Nice.
Thank you, Jason.
Thank you.
All right. Why don't we go around, let everybody know who you are, where they can find you, and all that stuff. Why don't we start with the one I was going to call disappeared. So,
sorry.
No, Nova.
Hello, everyone. My name is Wayra. My pronouns are she, they, and I play Nova, whose pronouns are also she, they. You can find me at Fake Shiny on Bluesky and most other social platforms, and also at the Rainbow Dice Club, / Tales of Three on wherever you get your, what's the word? Podcasts, that's the word. I'll check it to Alder.
Hey everybody, my name is Quinn. I use any and all pronouns, and I am playing Alder Hughes, who uses they, he pronouns, and currently has bright pink hair. You can find me on Bluesky and Bluesky only at Quinn Beckham27. I think everything else that I'm working on right now is pre-recorded stuff and not live, so I don't think I've got anything else live stream-wise going on right now, but I recently released a thing with Summoning Circle Press in their most recent zine. It is called Rituals for Dead Games. I wrote a piece that is in it. Wow, none of us can talk tonight. It's going to be a great stream. It is a series of mostly solo games and like different remembrances focused on remembering campaigns that have ended either, happily and successfully, or that died along the way due to scheduling or what have you. So I've played a couple of the different games in there, including my own, and they're all really fun. And I will pass it to Chenoa.
Hello, everybody. My name is Chenoa Reed, she, they. I am playing Satori Falk. You can find me anywhere at Zephyrite or over on the Diceberg Ahead channel, which is a actual play TTRPG variety podcast. That's it for now.
All right. When we were last here, it seems so long ago, you were all working with Kyle trying to figure out where to go and what to do. But before that happens, Walter comes to you and says, Sam and I think we need to make you some talismans, but it's going to take us a little bit of time. It might give you some kind of protection if you'll have to wear them. And he goes, and he pulls some scissors out. Can I get some hair?
Is he asking that to all of us?
Yes.
Are
Then
you gonna
no.
shave
separate,
your
though.
arm hair, or you have armpit hair?
Alder has no hair.
That's true. You have no hair.
What, a fingernail?
He looks at you. A
That-
fingernail will work probably.
Yeah, that was the canonical description of what
Yes.
happened.
Exactly.
Yeah, I'll donate a lock.
Yeah, and he'll cut it.
Yeah,
And
just trim off an
he
end.
puts it in some paper folded over, and he writes your name on it. I just want to make sure I don't get any of them mixed up. And he goes to you, Nova. Is it okay?
Yes. Just only use it for the talisman, please.
Of course.
And I will cut a little bit off and hand it over.
And he puts it in, folds it
What's
in
not
paper, writes your
singed.
name on it. Right. And then he goes over here. Hold on a second. And he goes into his office and comes back with a fingernail clipper.
Well, yeah, if that works, yeah.
And he hands it to you. He puts some paper underneath it so when you cut it, it will
Yeah.
fall into the paper. How's Kyle doing? I know he has to be nervous with this being the day, right?
I mean, yeah, he's pretty nervous, but last I checked, he's sedated, so hopefully that'll last for a while until
right.
we're ready.
Okay, let's go, Sam. And they go into the into the office, into Walter's office. Man, it's so funny. This is something that happens to me, and probably happens to all of you. You start using people's names instead of their characters' names in your brain, and you have to flip it. Like, no, flip it the other way. Sorry. It's going to take us an hour or two. But we can't leave until we have these done. Okay, so how much time do we have?
I look at a window.
It's late afternoon.
We have a few hours at least.
Okay. And they go in and they close the door.
I guess we should go check on Kyle. And then
Yeah.
I'll head to the room to see if he's still unconscious.
You or the three of you?
Everybody else can come if they want.
Yeah, I'll follow.
Yeah, you said
I
we,
will-
and I didn't
I
know
will-
if we meant you or we meant everyone.
We was open invitation.
Okay.
I will follow along behind Satori.
All right. And you get to the. Do you go Nova or do you stay behind?
I'll go.
You get to the room and you open the room and he's still unconscious in bed, but you can see he's sort of shaking, like a nervous kind of, and you think he's dreaming. It's like he's yelling stuff, and you can see that there's a tension. His teeth clench a couple times while he's sleeping, and he's got a little bit of a sweat going.
I go sit next to him. And I just put my hand in his hair, hopefully to comfort him.
And he calms for a moment. His teeth clench again. And then you hear a guttural. No! And his eyes open.
You good?
Yeah, I'm fine.
You still feeling drowsy, or you might need more?
No, I can feel it coming on. It's starting to affect me.
Is it
Not sleeping
early?
well. No,
Earlier than
it
usual?
always happens like this. Later in the day, as we start getting near dusk, I just start to have a roughness. I don't know. I can't sleep well, and I have nightmares, and I'm always killing in my nightmares. And
Do you want some tea?
anything.
I
Oh,
just
Hey,
go to the side table and
hey Nova, hey Alder.
Hey.
I like the hair.
Thanks.
It is pretty cool, Alder.
Can I see the back of it? What happened to your hair? Wait, that's like that's a wig, right?
Satori is actually
Yeah,
laughing.
yeah.
Okay. I thought I was for a moment. Thought I was still dreaming or something. Some like weird shit like that
No.
happens in my dreams sometimes.
People's hair changes color in your dreams?
Just weird things. Like I don't know what's gonna happen in them. Only today, and tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean it's a long story. I'll tell you maybe after today. When we
Okay.
got more time.
Yeah. Nova, you have the shells, right? The bullets or whatever.
I do.
They're ready and everything.
I kind of like unclip the gun from my side and take out the clip and show him the silver bullets.
Okay. Yeah.
Also engraved, I believe. A couple of them are.
And he puts his hand on your shoulder and he pulls you really close. Whatever
I
you
go
do,
in.
don't let me hurt any of you. And if I go to hurt somebody, you have to do the work, right? You'll do the work, won't you? You know what I mean.
I know what you mean. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that that doesn't happen. But if it comes to it, I promise you, I will not let you.
Okay. You
Hi
have to be
again, the
willing
tea.
to pull the. Oh, hi. Well, good. I could use some tea. And he lets go of your shoulder. I
There's
was just
alcohol
talking to
in it.
Nova. Oh, thank God. Irish tea, good. And he sips it for a little bit, and he just can't sip it. He's like, and he puts it back. Oh, God, that was nice and hot too.
I'll start getting out another dose for him.
Okay,
Higher this time.
okay, yeah. And he kind of sits back. What? Go ahead, do it. I would rather not be awake at all this whole night if we can. If I
Okay.
can.
Do you want to do it now, or do you want to wait a little bit? What's your preference?
Like, I'm not going to change right now. I'm just like going through the. I don't know. It's like the shakes before it. Like it's a nervousness that. I can wait if we need to wait. I'll wait. I'd rather save it for when we really need it. If there's limited dosage or something.
I think it's just I don't want to overdose you before the
Okay.
switch.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Just let me know when it starts getting really uncomfortable and we'll proceed from there, okay?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, it's uncomfortable, but I know the process at this point enough that I know that I'm not there.
Okay.
All right.
We don't want it right before, so give us a little bit of time, a little bit of buffer.
Okay. Yeah, you may want to give it to me now a little bit.
Yeah? Okay.
I imagine he was just like blankly staring for a second.
Yes.
Like,
Yeah, me too, just spaced out.
yeah.
I think Nova just doesn't want to like give him anything if he's not ready for it yet. So knowing that he's ready to go it's good enough for her.
Yeah. And he
Um,
pulls his sleeve back, or where do you do it? Is it in the butt? Is it in the sleeve? Is it in the shoulder? Or...
It'll be in the sleeve. She'll
Okay.
take out a band and everything, just kind of like
Okay.
cut off circulation and inject
Okay.
it.
And it goes in, and it like his eyes open for a moment, and then they just sort of like get heavy and drowsy.
Yeah, she unclips it
Oh,
immediately,
yeah.
the band.
And he just lays back down. Thank you. And he sort of goes under as he's trying to say a word.
I just like pat his arm gently.
There, bud.
Yeah.
I think we need to find a place to relocate him. In case this does go south.
Yeah.
And with what I'm planning, hopefully, we can try and remove the hunt from within him. And I have the silver-lined box that I got at the pawn shop with the engravings that I've been working on. Hopefully, if things go right, we can make sure that this never happens again. So, does anybody know a good spot?
I mean, we could take him back to the buildings where we were hanging out with Walter. One of the rooms is a little bit crispy.
Yep, extra crispy.
But it was empty. I bet we could also find, like, some kind of, like, empty warehouse or something. I know we've said in the past no woods. Because woods and outside just feels like we want,
Well,
like, contained.
It's too open.
This. Yeah.
I think it's also, like, within his nature, you know?
Yeah.
For the woods, we would be at a severe disadvantage.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we want something contained and indoors for this, so...
It's too bad. Do we know if there's any abandoned asylums nearby, Alder?
That would be crazy. Let's
Not
do
that
it.
I know of, but I can look it up.
Not that I
pull
like
out
the
my
idea of taking
smartphone.
him there, but
Don't worry, I'm just Googling it.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I'm not really totally sure what I can even do to help you guys. The werewolf stuff has more been the two of you.
Oh shit, there is one.
there's a couple. G. Pierce Wood Memorial Hospital, Everglades Regional Medical Center, and Sunland Hospitals.
Chrome Insane
Chrome.
Asylum.
Yeah. Chrome is the
I
famous
saw.
one.
Okay.
So there would be people in the famous one. They also have a handful of other abandoned places. Like a casino. Let's take him to an abandoned casino.
You play cards while we wait, but
Oh man. Do we want to deal with ghosts in an abandoned asylum? Seems risky.
I mean, in theory, there can be ghosts anywhere. I feel like no building we go to is more dangerous than the one we're currently in.
I don't think
Well,
that there's any
haven't
place you can go
been.
that doesn't have spirits.
Yeah, to an asylum though.
Yeah, that might be worse than other locations.
Let's just find a warehouse.
It'll probably taste really good too.
An empty warehouse
Oh.
that says like for lease on the front or something.
Yeah, there's warehouses all over the place that are empty. Yeah, that's an easy one.
Yeah, I think that would be best then.
Perfect.
Yeah. You end up probably the biggest or the largest number of them is probably some parts of Hialeah, which is a community in South Florida, or South Miami. South Miami is a little bit of a drive, but it's probably a little more like Hialeah is pretty highly populated. South Miami, you can find places that are a little bit further from population centers. Hialeah is
Yeah.
That's what we
full.
want. Yeah.
Or
I think we want as
The
far away from
Redlands?
people as possible.
Redlands would be South Miami and way west, so they're kind of up against the Everglades, but it's not quite the Everglades.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to accidentally lose him in the Everglades. I also wouldn't want to be in. Ugh. Honestly,
I think-
Everglades is better than highly populated area.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like there's three options, and it sounds like we've got one that's highly populated, one that's near the Everglades, and the other one in South Miami sounds like it's kind of nowhere, which is probably a further drive.
Yeah.
So maybe I can go check in with Walter and Sam.
Mhm.
Like, maybe you guys can take Kyle now to get him there, just like to be on the safe side, and I could get the stuff and meet you there.
I think that will work.
Because if it's going to be a far drive, we probably shouldn't risk, like, waiting till the last minute.
We should
In-
probably go.
The Redlands in Miami are very interesting. If there are illegal or legal but pseudo legal owned tigers and bears and stuff, that's where they are. They're in the Redlands because people there have these huge plots of land.
Ooh,
and they
it's a
have
perfect
these
cover.
these rescue areas for wild animals like that. So that means they
Like
have
Carol
cages and
Baskin?
stuff. Huh?
Like Carol Baskin?
Like, it's really a place. Like, my wife and I went there a couple times to go do some photography work, and there were people with like panthers and
Oh my god.
snakes and
So if you were to get
wild
out,
boar, like crazy things. Like
If he
what?
were to get out, he'd fit right in.
Lions.
We lost our pet wolf.
Giraffes. Like,
our
what?
mangy wolf.
Yeah.
Honestly, let's go there. See if we can find a warehouse there.
Okay. Yeah,
Maybe
there
they
are
have an abandoned
warehouses.
warehouse that has cages in it. Who knows? Maybe we'll get lucky.
You have to do some research for that, maybe.
Yeah. Sure, we can figure something out on the way. And then I'm gonna, like, scoop Kyle,
Okay.
throw him over my shoulder, feet dragging a little bit. Kind of like a fireman carry, except I'm in stature quite a bit shorter.
Right.
I'm just gonna quickly grab some supplies from upstairs.
That sounds good.
Also, we can't go anywhere yet. Remember, we need talismans.
Yeah.
Well, I can stay here and wait for those to be done if you want to take him over now. Because what if they don't finish the talismans in time?
That's true.
I'd rather you guys get him some. I mean, if you want to.
Yeah.
I don't really know how else I can help with this one. I don't really feel like my skills involve unwerewolfing.
Werewolf wrangling.
Yeah.
Your presence is
okay.
appreciated, but thank you. I'll go. I'm just gonna go grab some stuff, and I'll come meet you at the truck.
So I'll toss him in. And
In the back?
It'll take me a minute to drag him.
Or in a
I'm gonna
seat?
shove him in the bed.
Okay.
'Cause I imagine there's like a cab in the second row. And you like pull the seat out
Yeah.
and you like shove him in the back.
Okay.
It's only two-door, but
Right.
Could also take the company van, I suppose.
we could. We'll let them take the van if they need to. I'll shove him in there and I'll wait.
Okay. He's in there. And you wait. Nova, what are you and Alder doing when you get into the office?
I'm going to close down my computer and everything.
Okay.
Go down to like the storage area where I keep medical supplies and some other things. I'm gonna go into the mini fridge in our office. I feel like we got one eventually because of all the freaking Monster energy drinks I drink. I'm gonna grab a couple of things from there, which is like the medication and such. Just pack everything I can and head out.
Yeah, on the way out, you notice the bug spray. I'll help you with that one. You don't want to be out there without bug spray. You'll be eaten alive by the mosquitoes there.
Perfect. I'm gonna grab the bug spray.
You can grab
Thank you.
What are
I'm
you
just
doing,
like,
Alder?
Could use that.
I think probably going over to Walter's office and like knocking on the door first. Just
There's no
Hey.
response.
I would say no rush, but there's kind of a little rush. How's it going?
and you can hear some chanting coming from inside between both Sam and Walter.
Cool. I feel like you are not done yet. I'll just like take some steps back. I'm probably just gonna like sit at my desk and wait for them to be done. I will let Nova know, hey, it sounds like if Nova's already gone to the supply area, like, hey, sounds like they're still working on the talismans. I'll wait here for them to be finished, and I am gonna try and do some like last minute research. I guess
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything else to be found.
Make me a research roll.
Yeah. I think what I want to do specifically, because I feel like Nova has done, and Nova and Satori have both done a lot of like in-depth research into werewolves. I feel like I want to scan a side of the internet that maybe the two of them didn't. Like, I want to look more for like the Reddit post side of the internet and like someone's Tumblr blog, because I feel like sometimes people might be posting like their weird ass experiences on the internet in a place that looks really unprofessional, but you can find like really accurate information there. So I'm also
Okay.
just looking for information that maybe the other two haven't found, because I feel like I don't really see I don't really see like Nova looking on Tumblr for like information. Nova strikes
I
me
don't
as
even know if Nova knows what Tumblr is, to be honest.
yeah. Exactly.
For sure, Nova knows what Reddit is, though.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, Reddit's a bit more, I think, familiar. So I am... Wait, okay, character sheet. I'm either specialized or trained in
Okay.
something related to this, so that'll
I think
help,
you're
and I'll probably
specialized
need
in
it. I think I'm
research.
specialized in...
Yeah.
I am, which is good, because I rolled a 10.
Okay. So what you do find is that there are, even though, werewolves are the common conversation, in Miami it turns into discussions also of other creatures in the swamplands, like the skunk ape, which is a mythology creature of the swamps here, and the chupacabra, which is the goat eater, and it was another mythological creature. And there have been, of course, sightings and things like that. But there's never been a meeting that anyone has ever seen of any two of these things. And I always think that, like, in this post, they're like, we need to have like a WWE version of the Monsters of the Swamp. Come on, how do we get this to happen? And that's kind of interesting. Like, even though it's dumb, it is a completely interestingly bad idea. What else would you learn? I don't know if there'd be a whole lot about werewolves, and particularly in... First off, there's no wolves in South Florida. There are coyotes only. And no one's ever mentioned down here a were-coyote.
That's good, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, and there are foxes. And foxes are supposedly, in southern lore, foxes are sometimes shape changers. That's a common idea among the, I don't want to say, witches and witchcraft, but the myths that accompany the animistic religion, side of some of this stuff. And there have been conversations that there might be shape changing foxes and creatures like that, and all through the South. And wherever foxes roam, which is the whole country. But nothing, the idea is so, of werewolves. First, you hear these conversations, you don't think anyone has ever known one. They don't seem knowledgeable enough about them outside of book knowledge. Yeah. And as you're scanning and going down, you find a post by somebody who said he's been able to track them, but he wasn't fast enough to catch where they went. And by the time he got there, and he describes and shows photos of their footprints, if that's really their footprints. And even though they look wolf-like, they're too heavy and they're too large to be a wolf. And you're like, oh, that's interesting. You can actually, if someone was trained, they probably would be able to follow this. Just could they keep up, or would they just be attacked when they were discovered in the following?
Yeah, would they want to be following it? Yeah.
Yeah. So you find that.
Okay, so plan D, if none of our first 3 plans work, is we just make Kyle fight another creature out in the woods. That's what I'm hearing from this. We find something else and we make them fight. Is it possible for me to use one of my abilities off of my character sheet? One of my yeah. I want to use just a hunch because I haven't used it in a while. Which is a reminder, is a flash of insight provides you with a small clue or suggests a course of action in regard to an urgent question or problem or obstacle you're facing when you have no idea how to proceed. And I do like to remind when I use this that it does not have to be the obstacle that I'm currently facing, just one of the obstacles I'm facing.
Okay.
So I think Alder feels stuck on the Kyle thing in particular of like, how do I help with this? But I also have a lot of other things that we're stuck on, so it does not have to be the werewolf thing. I love this ability because I love that it's just like a random piece of insight comes to my brain. And then I can't use it again until I follow up on what that insight was. And I will mark off, that's just spending intellect points, so I'll mark that off.
All right. I'm going to message you on Discord. Something.
Okay. Cool.
I have to think about how to say this.
Yeah, I think like in character, Alder just kind of like looks at all that information. It's just kind of like, okay, there's nothing like massively helpful in that. Again, I don't know if we want to start like WWE for werewolves and other creatures, and kind of just like sits back and stares at the wall. Probably stares at like the corkboard, which doesn't have anything related to Kyle on it, and tries to listen into the chants from the other room. To see if it seems like they're done, which I'm assuming they're not. And then whatever this is comes to my mind.
Yep. It's there now.
Okay.
Nova, you get out to the car. You get everything in there. You see that Satori has Kyle in the back seat, unconscious. You get everything and you're ready to go.
Perfect.
Okay.
Are we good?
I think so.
All right.
Put the bug spray in the cup holder.
You what?
I put bug spray in the cup holder, like the whole can.
Oh shit. Hell yeah. Spray it in the car. Rub it in as I'm pulling out of the lot.
Cloud of bug spray in the cab.
Yeah.
Hold your breath.
No, it was like, so much for smoking. Jesus.
I mean, we can do that too.
Yeah, after the aerosol leaves the air.
Yeah, I'd manually roll my windows down.
Alder, you find a place in the Redlands that is, it's not an abandoned warehouse. It's an old home that used to house some wild animals. So it has some empty cages. And no one lives there. It's for sale, but, it's night. Nobody's there.
Well, I will send that address to Satori.
Okay.
And Nova, probably, because I don't know who's... I'm assuming, actually, Satori's driving and shouldn't be checking her phone. So I'll send it to both
I'll look
of you.
anyway.
Yeah.
Satori totally
Okay.
reads while she drives.
Alder sent us the address. Let me just pull this up real quick.
Never like
Uh,
side eyes the steering wheel, like in the road. Like, am I gonna have to grab this?
At one point, I'm like driving with my knee and like reaching in the back.
Driving, you hear dun 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 from
Oh.
running over little reflectors on the road.
and then I'll also let you guys know to, like, let me know when I have to leave to be, like, leave to be there. Sounds like Walter and Sam are still not done. But I'll try and be there in time for tonight to help in any way I can.
I send a voice message. Copy, sounds good. You just hear of like the highway in the background. We'll talk to you soon. I think that's good, right? And then it ends.
In the office, you have a little bit of time. You're waiting. You can kind of hear the chanting kind of come in and out here and there. At about an hour and 15 or 20 minutes later, the door opens. And Sam comes out, and he like leans on the door for a minute, and he's dripping sweat. And he comes over, and he lifts up these. They look like just sticks with some pinned on hair or fingernail clippings on one of them, and they're like held together with some like torn clothing. He goes, I think these should work.
Thank you.
I'm
You
too
look like you
tired
need
to
to
go.
sit down. Yeah.
I don't think I can go. I can't.
No
I'm so
worries. You
exhausted.
look like you need to sit and maybe sleep. The cot is still in here. I will go start rolling out like the rollout cot.
Yeah, and he sort of stumbles over and just collapses onto it.
Yeah. Okay. You rest here. I'm gonna assume Walter's also gonna rest.
He's already asleep, probably.
Perfect. I don't know how long we have, so I'm gonna take these to the others.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I
Good-
will.
good
I will
luck, good
leave Sam
luck.
there. Thanks. Thank you for making these. I'm sure this will be really helpful.
Message us
will-
when you get there, and if anything. I mean, maybe if it's late at night, I'll be rested. I could come if I needed to.
Yeah. I'll let you know, but don't push yourself. You don't look great.
Okay. And when you look at the talismans, on the back of them, there's all these little runes cut into them, and they have a little bit of a glow that's just sort of fading very slowly into the wood, the bits of wood. I go, wow. So you're heading out now?
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
I am heading out.
You all get out there. The house takes about an hour and a half to get to.
We're listening to Bruce
You're crossing.
Springsteen.
Okay.
Can I do something before I leave?
Yeah.
Walter's gonna kill me. Can I, if he's asleep, can I sneak in and take his gun?
Obsessed.
Because I am
Yeah.
unarmed.
Yeah. He's
I have
totally
no
asleep.
weapon. And I'm not so worried about Kyle right now as the other thing I just thought about. That's not great. So I'm gonna go and I'm gonna steal Walter's gun because I don't think I know where. I know Nova has a ton of weapons, and I don't think I know where
Right.
they are. Because I
Hotel room.
don't carry weapons. I've never carried a weapon so far this entire campaign. It's been a
Yep.
problem every time. So that not this time. I'm taking a gun. Do I know how to use it? No. I have continued. People keep saying they're going to teach me how to use a gun. It hasn't happened.
People as in me.
Yes. Yeah.
I'm a little preoccupied, all right?
When you get in there and you reach in and you take the gun out, Walter is very hot. Like, he's got a warmth about him that is like unnaturally warm, but you know why.
Yeah.
He's asleep. He's shaking a little bit, like a reverse fever. But, it's not like it's not known.
Yeah. Then
And
the last thing
you
I'm going to
pull
do
the gun
before I
out.
leave, pull the gun out. and I'm gonna go and take the fire extinguisher and like set it down next to Sam just in case.
Okay.
So if he
good
if he
idea.
wakes up, it's right there.
Okay.
Because I think we have carpet in these rooms, and if Walter's laying on the carpet when he's that hot, I'm a little concerned. I
He's
will push
laying
all
it-
flammable things.
He's in his seat, but it's like way back.
Okay.
But still, same concern.
Same concern, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Alright.
will take the gun, leave the fire extinguisher with Sam, take the talismans, and go quickly.
You head out. The Nova, you and Satori get to the house, and it's, there's no lights on. It's dark out here because you are near the Everglades, so there's, even where there are lights for the most part, they're not really high and they're not really bright. They also, most of the lights look old, like they've been here for a long time. You pull into the house, and it's weirdly just like a pretty normal looking house. Doesn't look particularly large or anything, but it is like, as you see over the house, there are really large trees that sort of dwarf the property. The house looks tiny because the trees are so massive. And you can see off to one side, there's a really huge banyan tree that's, wider than the car,
Damn.
and you are there.
Hell yeah.
Currently looking up what a banyan tree looks like.
Yeah, they're massive. They're massively
Alright.
wide.
I grab my my duffel, has like a survival kit in it,
Damn.
and bring out my flashlight. You want some night vision goggles? I haven't used these in a few years, but I do have them.
Holy shit. Yeah, I'll take them from you.
I hand them over, and I brought a bunch of candles and stuff like that for the ritual. So I also have that all shoved in my bag. I bring that into the threshold, and then we like drag Kyle into the front entrance.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you're going in, and you can hear wildlife. There's bugs and frogs. Every now and then you hear a dog barking in the distance. And when you go into the room, there's a cat that and takes off down the hall and disappears.
Cute.
How'd it get in the
Also-
house?
I also brought a lot of salt, so we could probably, salt the entrances and exits just in case something else wants to come in while
Yeah.
we're.
Windows and stuff. Sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. We should go check the other rooms and see if they had cages or something. That's what Alder said.
Okay. Rooms or basement?
Is there a basement?
No, there's no basement. And
There's
the
no
rooms
basement?
just look
Okay.
like regular rooms. There's a back door and a door to a garage and the front door.
Okay. I bet we could go to the garage. Go
Okay.
into the garage.
Yeah, the
See if there's
garage.
a nice spot.
The garage is just a garage.
I'm gonna look around for those cages.
When you go out the back door, you see that it is lined with cages that are empty and overgrown with plants and vines that have grown up and around them. The cages themselves are open and nothing in them, but you can smell sort of animals have been here at some point.
Do the cages seem structurally sound still? Or
Yeah.
is there a lot of rust and decay?
No. Most of them
Okay.
are like most of the cages are like chain link, but there are a couple that are bigger and stronger than that are made of iron, and they're solid, even with a little rust. That iron with a little rust is still just as strong as iron.
Okay.
You'd have to have a whole lot of rust for iron to rust away and become weak.
Fair. I'm gonna poke my head back in. Satori, I think I found the cages. They're
I'm, like,
outside.
In the middle of picking Kyle up, and I'm like, yeah. And
There's like a thick iron one out there, I think. I don't know if that's gonna be useful, but
that'll probably be perfect. And I head over there.
There
clear
are
the
several
floor.
thick iron ones back there, not just one.
Yeah.
Is that like cemented over?
Cement
Or is
floor.
it... Yeah.
Cement ground. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna like lay Kyle down next
Okay.
to it, and I'm gonna set up on the inside. I'm gonna
Okay.
pour my salt, get my chalk out, write the sigils, get candles ready, and I'm just like
Yeah.
prepping the area. Salting kind of around the area that we're in since we're like outside, and just keeping an eye out around us as we're
Yeah. And
prepping.
he's starting to shake a little bit again, and you can like he was in the bed, sort of the bad dream effect that's happening. He gnashes his teeth every now and then.
I'm gonna give him another dose.
Yells or something. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I
you
got my shotgun on me as well.
And you begin your setup. What's your setup going to be?
Okay, so I have my circle. It's gonna be more or less a square at this point because it's like
Okay.
it's encompassing the cage, and I have the sigils that I've like coordinated that worked last time, but also slightly adapted for Kyle's case. Setting up the candles, and then I am setting up a smaller circle, placing the box inside, and linking these two. So hopefully when we get this started, that is where the energy will be funneled towards.
Okay. And what are you doing, Nova, while Satori is setting this up?
I'm gonna just kind of set up some doses for the next couple of hours.
Okay.
Just kind of pre-measure with a couple of needles. And I'm gonna sit there and do some like calculations for how much I think he might need should he begin transforming, or if he begins to sweat more. Like I think that she's thinking that his metabolism is going to increase the more further along in transformation he gets. So she's just kind of anticipating what that might look like.
Yeah, give me a second. I want to look at your character sheet.
Yeah.
Okay. You're setting up and preparing, and as you're doing so, you see that his hair is a little bit longer, like on his arms and his legs. Like you kind of thought it would be like a movie where it'd just be like, whoop, but it seems like the hair is already starting to lengthen a tiny bit, and his skin it's shaking, but it's also cold.
Okay.
But you've never seen someone change into a werewolf, so you don't know what the experience is really going to be like.
I'm gonna keep a close eye on him and just make sure. I'm gonna I think monitor the hair growth, because I think that'll give her like an idea of how. I think in her head she's thinking about like in forensics, like cell deterioration over time, but she's thinking of it in a different way of like if he's growing hair and cells are dying that quickly, how much is his body cycling through, like, and she's trying to assume what she should do and when she should give the next dose from that.
Okay. And you're sitting there doing your calculations and your forensic understanding, and you hear, do you have any water, from Kyle? And you know you had just dosed him recently.
Is that
I
supposed to be
need some
happening?
water.
So I'm setting out candles. I
Yeah,
have some in my duffel.
I'll get him some water. Yeah, here you go, Kyle.
And he starts drinking, and his eyes are, they don't stay steady. They kind of like dart back and forth as he's looking around, and oh my god, I can't get enough of this water. Oh my god, I get so thirsty.
I'm just gonna keep feeding him water.
Okay. How's it going in there, Satori? Is it looking like good? You getting everything ready for me?
Yeah, it's coming along.
You go in the house to get some more water. Or do you have enough? Do you have more water in the truck?
I didn't plan that far ahead. I brought one.
I brought a couple of bottles just in case for
Okay.
the clean supplies, but I don't know if it's gonna last long enough for Kyle.
And you see some headlights pull up to the house. And when you are looking through the fence, and you see pink hair driving a car.
I give a wave.
And it's starting to get dark by this time. It's dusk. So you know you're within, say, half an hour of it being nighttime dark.
Okay. Hey, Older. I made it in time. We're just about to put him under and getting set up.
Good. These are for you, for both of you.
Well,
Salmon.
there's 3. Oh,
Yeah,
you have yours on you.
I already have mine on.
Okay.
I think. Yeah, I think I put mine on already. And I'll hand out the other 2 and let them know. Sam and Walter were like exhausted. It sounds like a lot went into making these, so they're asleep. But we should be fine, I think. Although I did think of one thing. While I was waiting for them to finish, I was like staring at the corkboard, right? And I feel like since we took care of Teddy, we haven't really been thinking about the Red Room as much anymore. But like, Kyle is a part of the Red Room, right?
Technically, he hasn't had official initiation, but the fact that he killed Jamie, I think, falls under the laws that he is a member.
Yeah, so why haven't they come after him? Like, if he's part of their group,
He's been in Eileen's domain.
but we just took him out of Eileen's domain to take him here.
Yeah.
Do we think that's like, how do they know where other members are? Because they probably wouldn't be super happy with
I
us
mean-
trying to de-huntify him if the Red Room is associated with the hunt.
Yeah. No, it's
I don't know.
definitely a concern.
Yeah, just a thing. Like, I don't know. I feel like we haven't really thought about the Red Room in a while since we were focused on Teddy, but again, Kyle, like, is a member. And I feel like they probably...
Yeah.
I don't know enough about them to know if they would just, like, abandon one of their own, but
I
it
don't
feels
know.
like maybe not.
Probably not. I mean, they really want Jamie dead as well. And we also took care of Teddy, and I'm sure they know that we had something to do with that. So it's definitely a concern. I gave Wayra my night vision goggles, but we are going to definitely be on high alert and lookout all through tonight.
Again, I don't know if they have a way to find us, but I feel like
hope not.
it just could be a thing. It's just a thing that came to my mind.
It's a valid concern. I'm gonna, can I inspect the amulet that
Yes.
was given?
There are runes carved in the back of some. It looks like just like wooden sticks, taken off the ground, like just wood. It is wrapped with a cloth, and there's a pin holding in one of them your hair, in one of them Nova's hair, and in Alder's case, it looks like tape holding fingernail onto it. And but the rune, the stick itself is the least important part. The runes are very meticulous, and they have a little bit of a fading glow to them.
Can I tell the origin of the rune or even its exact purpose just by like inspecting it? Because I know it's like for protection. I just kind of
Yeah.
wanted to ascertain the properties at which they gave it to us. I don't mind rolling an occult as well.
Yeah, you will need to make an occult roll.
Cool.
I don't know what your. I have my character sheet is pretty old, so
Yeah.
I'm assuming
trained.
you're better than what
Yeah.
what it was.
I rolled a 19 though, so I believe that's
Okay.
a 22.
So the gist of it is to put you into the blind spot of your enemy. Effectively, maybe the idea would be to make you almost like invisible to them as far as their ability to see you. So there's definitely some protection in that. It does not do, it is not something that makes like something evil not be able to touch you. It doesn't,
Yeah.
like, it couldn't do that. He couldn't do that in the
It's-
time.
It's just making it harder to find.
Yeah.
I put it on. I think, actually, Alder, these talisman may help us against the Red Room finding us
How so?
as they are. Well, it looks like Walter carved a very specific rune in here to make us seem invisible to our enemies.
Shit,
In the
that's why he said
sense-
don't go anywhere yet.
Yeah.
Well, now they know where we are. And we
Maybe.
just disappeared. If they were watching.
Yeah.
If we had done it while we were still at Magnus, it would have been easier, I think.
I can already hear Walter's voice now.
Yeah. Why didn't you wait?
told you guys.
I'm
Stay.
I'm not feeling so good.
Okay. I'm gonna go over and give him a huge dose, like a big dose.
Do I go in there now?
Yes.
Yeah, buddy, go lay down.
Oh, hey, Alder.
Wow.
Sorry,
do
you're
it,
going
Quinn.
to see me this way. Do you have any more water?
I hand him another bottle, and
He
while I
starts
give him the
chugging
next
it.
dose.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
Of course.
Oh my God, who would have thought drugs are the answer to things?
Not me.
We might want to revisit that thought later.
Yeah.
And I help him in there. Let Nova get the final dose, and I secure the door as best I can and shut him in.
There's no lock on the door. You need to
Can I
get
try
a
and
lock.
find some chains? Yeah.
Yeah, there are chains all over the place. Like just
I might
loose
have
and
a-
hanging off gates and stuff.
Yeah. Try and find an old padlock or
Yeah,
maybe
you can
I
find a
have one in my
padlock,
car.
but you'll probably have to pick it.
Well,
Actually, you won't have to pick it until you want to open it, because it's already open. You don't have to pick
Oh,
it
okay.
when you want to let Kyle out.
like when yeah.
Yeah.
That's a problem for later me
Yeah.
to figure out. So I'm not concerned with that. Oh, I have an EMF detector on me? Hell yeah. I forgot about the things that I keep in my truck.
Yeah, there's
I'm
a lot
going
of
through the
weird stuff
duffel
in that
bag.
truck.
Shit, I've been looking for this. Hey, Alder, you want an EMF detector?
And just
Does
like
it
in the
go off?
movies,
Near Alder? Can I, like, scan a near Alder?
would it go off? I think it's fine.
No, okay.
And just like in the movies, you see the clouds sort of in the darkness with the moon behind it. You see the moonlight behind it, full moon, and the cloud slowly moves away, and you see just the hint of the moon. And it's quiet. And it's dark.
It's probably getting close to time, I'm thinking.
Mm-hmm.
With the moon out.
You hear from down the road.
Shit. Calm down, guys.
Shut up.
I'm gonna light all my candles now, and bring out my journal that I've like written some scripture for. and I'm gonna start. Because I'm assuming it's gonna be a long process.
So you have to go into the cage and light all the candles, right? Because are the
I'll just
candles
stick
in
my
the cage
hand
with
in.
him, or are they outside of the
Oh,
cage?
outside.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So you can do it from the
I tried to make the important stuff on the outside.
outside. Right. And
But I'll just go around.
You're doing it.
Mm-hmm.
And then you start to see his hair start to, like, in a much faster than earlier, to start rolling out and thickening on his body. And he sits up. And he falls back down asleep.
And
And he starts
Oh.
shaking.
Okay, I'm gonna give him
No.
another dose.
I think it's starting. Prick him through the cage. You just
Yep.
fucking shoot that shit in there.
In the cage beside it, like I get as close as I can through the other cage and just prick him.
And you get him. It's not hard to do. And it doesn't take long, and you start seeing his fingernails start to lengthen and thicken, and they come together and curve into claws. It is like in the movies, but not as fast as in the movies. And he starts drooling, and his jaw, you hear bone popping as it starts to lengthen off of his face. And his teeth begin to change, and his mouth opens wide, and it starts just drooling into a puddle there. And his tongue sort of licks on his teeth, and his nose lengthens and rises and thickens. And his clothes get sort of torn away as his body widens, and he becomes, I mean, he's already tall, but he lengthens more. He widens, his body widens, and then you hear, "Ow!" And he's not moving.
I just keep reading.
Where'd it come from?
Somewhere.
I'm looking around immediately.
But not from
I have
him.
Night vision goggles down.
Okay. I mean, you're inside a fenced area with all kinds of plants. You don't really see anything out there.
Perfect.
What are you doing, Alder?
Standing around waiting for someone to tell me they need me.
Okay. Wayra, no. Nova, you notice that Alder has, smartly, a pistol on him.
Oh, hey. What you got there?
I took Walter's gun, and I'm gonna hope I can give it back to him before he wakes up. But he's taking a nap, so he doesn't need it.
That's good thinking.
Have you ever shot before?
No, because we never went.
Well, the safety's on. And I continue reading.
It is on. You're not
I
sure what
hope
the
it
safety
can
is.
stay that way, yeah. Safety sounds like a good thing, so I hope it stays that way.
The safety is what prevents it from firing.
I mean, I'm really hoping to only use it, like, if the Red Club does show up.
Mm-hmm.
I took it more for that than for... I think you guys have Kyle handled, hopefully, and I don't know if a regular gun will do any good against a werewolf anyway. The Red Club's not all werewolves, though. They're, like,
No,
just
they're just murderers.
hunt-related things. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just awful.
So, but I mean, a gun didn't do anything against Teddy. Well, it did kind of, but not really. But it seemed better than nothing.
I don't know. Punching her seems to work enough, so.
And the moon comes out from the clouds, and you see Kyle start to shake really violently in there. And suddenly there's bending of his knee into a different form, and his muscles thicken and widen. And the acceleration is shocking how fast it now happens. The distance it goes from where it was in the speed to suddenly it looks like almost his clothes and shoes are just disintegrated under the weight and power of this transformation. And you're sitting there, Nova, and he starts to shake.
I'm gonna hit him again.
And you hit him again. And the needle hits and goes in. And when you do it, he lunges at you almost in his sleep at whatever this is. Can I get a speed roll from you?
Yeah,
A
for
speed
sure.
defense.
Remind me
make-
how to.
Can I invoke my protector trait? Choose a
You
charge
can.
with an immediate range, and they gain an asset for speed defense.
Yes.
I'm gonna be choosing Nova for this encounter.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I got rolled a 14 and I have an edge of 2 in speed.
Okay. Well, the edge is how you spend extra. So it doesn't really affect the roll unless you're going to
But you do have
push
an
things.
asset now.
But you do have an asset from Story giving you one, so that adds 3 to it. So 17. So you're able to pull back before it strikes you, but you did get the injection in. But when it hit, it broke the stick you were using, and the empty syringe is now in there. And then its body just sort of collapses back down onto the concrete floor.
I'm gonna use the other part of the stick to ease the empty syringe back to me.
Okay.
Just scoot it over, and then I'll reach in and get it when it's close. She has no fear. It's fine. She expected this.
She has no fear.
Alder, you were surprised how fast that Kyle moved. Kyle always seemed lanky and not fast.
I'm definitely just reading my scripture louder now.
Okay. And you're reading. Nova, can I get a perception check from you? Alder, from you also?
18.
15, but I have something in perception.
Okay.
I'm specialized in perception.
Okay. Both of you, while Satori is reading, think you hear footsteps from somewhere. And it seemed like they're trying to be quiet.
Can we tell what direction, or just from somewhere?
It's a really huge backyard. It sounds like it's somewhere down in the backyard.
Satori, there's something here.
I just continue reading without wavering, and I gesture towards my shotgun that I have next to me, if you need it.
I'm going to look over at Nova and take out the gun that I took from Walter and look at her and be like, how do I make it so it will shoot?
I take out my gun and show Alder how to remove the safety.
Okay.
And I demonstrate how to stand and shoot. So you have something to mimic.
All right.
I'm like,
As
give
you're
a thumbs up,
demonstrating
it's
it,
okay.
you see a movement in the shadows in further back in the backyard.
Um,
And then
I
when you
don't-
notice it, it goes dead silent, and you don't see anything moving.
okay, I have an ability I'd like to use. Just trying to figure out what it's called. One sec.
Oh, you're wearing night goggles too, aren't you?
I am, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You see something back at the back of the yard that looks like it's maybe the size of a dog.
Mm. I don't trust that for a second. I'd like to spend a point of intelligence
Okay.
to use my ability Overwatch, which, when using a ranged weapon, allows you to target an area, and makes you able to attack the next viable target to enter the area,
Okay.
acting before they do.
Okay.
It also negates any cover they would have from any position.
And from behind the leaves, you see some eyes peering over this way. And you recognize with your night vision goggles that it's a bobcat.
In
And then
Florida?
Oh yeah, they're all over here. We have
Oh, okay.
bobcats. And it kind of ducks behind the plants and kind of jumps over onto a cage and then over a fence.
I don't trust for a second that's a normal bobcat, but sure.
Okay.
Cool.
You hear from somewhere out there. And Satori, when that happens, you see a shadow rise up. And Kyle is standing, drowsy looking or drugged heavily, and ears like cocked to his side. And when he cocks it to the side, it's like he's looking at you, but looking through you. It's like and drool drips down onto the ground. And he stumbles back a little bit, but catches himself. Nova, you see him in this cage, and his head is high enough that he's stooping to stay in this cage.
I see. Well, I'm gonna crawl on top of the cage. And I'm gonna jab that needle into his neck.
Okay.
I'm
You
assuming
go
it's got like a top over it, right?
It has bars.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to safely, as safe as I can, try to get that into him.
Okay. And when you go to, well, how are you going to get up on the cage?
There are cages beside it, yeah?
Yes.
Are they just bars, or are they like chain link?
No, they're bars. There's like 3 or 4 in a row here that are like the heavy bar ones.
Okay. I was envisioning chain link, so I'm gonna rescind that. I'm gonna just try to reach him through the side of the cage again.
Okay. Make me a speed defense roll.
Yeah.
You have an asset from Satori, so it's eased.
So 17 on die plus the 3 from the ease.
20, so that's 20.
Okay.
You pop it in, you pull the stick back, he snaps the stick but the needle is stuck in there, and it had injected.
Okay.
And there's a deep guttural growl that rolls up from inside. And it's looking at you, but like not looking at you. And it lowers itself to all fours. And you see it starting to smell. And you can hear like heavy breath as it's sucking in the air. What are you doing, Satori? How close
I'm
are you to
just
the
gonna-
cage, by the way?
Keep reading. Probably a few paces back,
Okay.
but
Probably
fairly
safer
close.
distance.
Yeah. Safer distance than Wayra reaching her arm in there. But, close enough to be in immediate distance with Wayra.
And you hear that howl again. And Kyle rushes to the edge of the cage. And you even feel the cage kind of move under its power.
All right, we're gonna find whatever the fuck's howling. We're gonna shoot it.
Yeah, so can I tell? I think that Alder doesn't want to lose the stand that Nova just showed him, so has been like standing in the same stance, not moving.
Okay.
Like
Watching
if I drop this stance, I'm not gonna get it back again. Like I feel like I got it perfect. So I'm just like standing there trying to point the gun in the direction that the howling is coming from, but I don't know if I can tell. So I think it keeps like changing what direction I'm pointing it in. But I would like to, yeah, if there's a way to like make another perception roll or try and see if I can like figure out by now where it's coming from.
Can I give you the night vision goggles for now?
Sure.
Yeah. I'm gonna pop them on your head so you don't lose your stance.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, then I will look around with the night vision
It
goggles.
takes a minute for you to adjust to it. It's like a really
Yeah.
weird feeling in sight. And they're heavy on the front, like these big pokey things, like, oh god, that's so heavy on your head. And you're looking around inside here, and you hear the howl, and it sounds loud enough that you don't think it's coming from inside the back, from the fenced area. It's out there somewhere.
Whatever that is, it's not here yet. But does it sound like it has been moving closer? Like, can I discern if each
You
howl
can't
we've
tell
heard?
that.
Okay.
You weren't paying attention enough first anyway.
No, yeah. I will start paying more careful attention to each subsequent howl to see if I can
Okay.
try and determine, like, is this moving towards us? Can I get a sense of direction? But until then, I will kind of just, every time I hear it, turn toward where I think it is.
Right. Okay. And it doesn't happen for a while again, but you do see Kyle is sort of locked in a position of just attention, just paying attention and listening and smelling, and it's breathing in deeply all the time. And Nova, as Satori is reading, you notice that it sort of brings its face back and forth. And then it sort of narrows its focus until its nose is pointed directly at Satori, and then it stops. And it breathes deep. And it lunges at the bars and reaches through them. And Satori, you're back far enough, but you see these arms really reach further than you thought. They're just long.
Yeah.
And they reach, and like there's these claws that sort of come across, not quite that close, but the feeling when it happens as fast as it does is it is right there.
I do my best to like keep my cool, and I just take a slight step back and I just continue reading. Do I have is this what I'm doing working at all?
You don't have
Do
any
I-
idea.
Okay. I'll just
He's-
keep going.
He's actually calmer than you thought he would be when he was awake, but he also looks like he still has a bit of, not a bit of, drowsiness from the drug. So he's sort of stuck in this state of hypersensitive and dulled senses simultaneously.
I'm gonna watch him really closely for any signs of, a shift in that drowsiness. I think the next time I'm gonna try to get him with 2.
Okay.
I'm hitting him with 2.
From out there.
Here's the other house.
Somewhere. And when it happens, Kyle sort of comes to the edge of the cage, and it puts its hands on the bars and feels them, and then they slide down to the ground.
Do you
And-
guys think that it's like there's another werewolf talking to Kyle?
I think something's calling to him
He's
because he
saying
reacts
something?
every time.
I just nod as I keep speaking.
Okay. It is unfortunate that none of us speak werewolf.
I mean, I considered it.
Yeah.
I didn't offer that elective.
Yeah. Not in my university.
And you hit him with the extra doses, and he sort of backs away when he gets them. But it doesn't seem to make him go to sleep. It just dulls him some more, and his eyes look heavy, but they're not sleeping.
That's a perfect state, honestly. I would be more concerned if he was asleep. Because then I'd have to monitor him more closely. As long as he's awake, that's okay. And, sleepy.
And
I'm gonna start setting up more.
yeah. And he's sitting in the cage. And Satori, you hear, "Where am I?" in Kyle's voice. But he is a werewolf there.
Mm-hmm.
And he's smelling around from the center of the cage. And then he howls.
Mm-hmm.
And a moment later, there's a howl back.
Shit.
And Alder, you do think it's coming from the same place. And then Kyle stands again, tall, at attention. And he steps at the bars, and he bends his arms, and you see his muscles ripple, and you hear the sound of the metal beginning to bend.
I'm gonna whack his hands. Just slap him. See if he moves away. No, bad dog.
Make me a speed defense roll.
Oh, that's so funny. You're like, bam. It's like a stick or some shit.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything in defense. Like speed defense.
Well, Satori gave you
Oh yeah.
her
Let's
asset.
see. That's right. Okay. 13 with a 3, 16.
Okay. And when you whack it, Kyle grabs the stick and pulls on it. Can you make me a might defense?
Yeah.
You're pretty mighty.
I am pretty mighty, I think. but I don't think I have anything like an add to like might defense.
Okay.
So it's just a 16.
Okay. The stick is busted as he pulls it in, but he tried to pull you with it, and you were able to just let part of it go. Excuse me, part of it go, and you realize that he was being strategic about that. It was not strong enough to just blow up the stick. It was almost like he's being cunning. And you sensed that.
You're smart too. Interesting. I didn't think that he would maintain his like mental faculties, Alder. But
I don't think Alder noticed what happened. You're the only one who noticed that.
God.
All they saw was it grabbed a stick from you. And definitely Alder wouldn't have noticed because Alder is not a fighter.
Yeah,
Notice that kind of thing.
Fair.
Fight mechanics.
And I explained what I saw.
Okay, I think Alder's probably still like looking out in the general direction of the noise anyway.
Yeah.
And just like, that feels like a bad thing, like a bad sign.
Yeah, it would have been easier if he was just like an animal, was kind of what I assumed he was. But he's got some kind of like processing going on in there.
And Alder, while Nova's saying this, you see out there where you were looking, a light goes off or on for a moment, and then it goes off.
Okay. I'm thinking sensor, like someone has a light on their house that the sensor got notified.
It was a red light, not a white light.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Kind of low to the ground even.
Don't love that.
But it's not close. It's like a couple of blocks away at least. And these are big blocks.
Yeah. Okay, I just saw.
And you think it's coming from that direction, even.
Shoot it.
I
So
just
maybe
saw a
someone's in
light.
trouble. Who knows?
I just saw a light go off in that exact same direction that I'm hearing the howling coming from. Just for a second. It's pretty far away, and it doesn't seem like it's moving any closer. It seems like it's like blocks away. But I can't tell if it's trying to draw us away from here, like to get us to leave Kyle. So I feel like maybe we shouldn't go closer.
No, I think we stand our ground here.
I nod.
I will keep watching. It's really going to be hard to see anything because it is like blocks away, but I'm trained on that location. I will see if anything else moves or any more lights turn on. I don't know. I'm just going to keep watching, I guess, while you guys take care of that.
Satori, you're continuing your read.
Mm-hmm.
And Kyle is fighting the drug. You can see that he stumbles for a little bit and he gets tired and he lifts himself up. And he doesn't seem to look at anybody, but you can sense he's using his other senses to negotiate where people are, where you are. His nose, his ears will kind of, if he hears a sound, you can tell he adjusts, and he's trying to take in what he can. And Alder, from back out there, you hear the howl, and then you hear a shotgun or a gun go off, and the howl goes short.
Maybe someone else had the same idea we did?
I just shoot my
seems
gaze
really unlikely.
over to you guys as I'm
Yeah,
reading,
you hear the
like
gun go
look
off.
over with concern.
Where are you looking over? Where Alder is?
Yeah, I'm looking at Alder and
Okay.
Nova with concern.
I'm watching Kyle like a hawk. I don't trust him even more now. Not like this.
Kyle turns his back to you and goes to the other side of the cage. And he rises up, and you hear the bending of metal.
I'm gonna I want to go to the other side of the cage and kind of try to stick him with it another dose.
Make me a speed defense roll.
Dirty 20.
Oh, nice.
Dirty 20.
As you turn the corner of the cage to come around, his arm, like lightning, reaches in the direction of you, and you realize his ears seem to have been following you as you came around, and he knew you where you were by sound, and he reached out, and you barely missed getting grabbed. And there's drool, and he goes back to, and the metal in your eyesight just bends like as he works it.
I'm gonna stick in his arm because they're right there. So
Make me a speed
Okay.
roll, not defense. A speed attack, actually.
speed attack. So I can't add the +3.
Not for this.
No.
Okay. 16 on the die.
Okay. And you go to jab, and he backs away into the center of the cage further than the stick. And he runs to the other side where he was bending the bars, and he starts bending them on that side. And he stops and he listens.
I'm gonna read louder to try and distract him from the noises that Nova is making.
And he looks at you. He looks in your direction. He goes, "Where am I?" And he backs away to the middle of the cage, and his ears perk up. His nose starts breathing in the smell of whatever smells he's getting.
I'm gonna. How far apart are the bars? Is it big enough for me to slip in?
No.
Okay.
And not, I mean, if they were big enough for you to slip in, it would have been big enough for
Big enough for him to
to
get
slip out.
Yeah.
And
I'm gonna wait for him to go closer to any section of it,
Okay.
and I'm regretting not getting a blowgun.
he goes to one side, to the side that you're not at. And then he runs for the bars on the other side. And you see him lower his shoulders and body and try and...
Okay. Zip over there real quick, and I'm gonna try to jab him.
Okay. Speed attack.
15. Lower this time.
Okay. And when you go into to hit, it misses. And he pulls away pretty quickly from the area. You'll be first.
Hey,
And he pulls back.
calm down, buddy. It's okay.
I'm gonna gesture towards Alder and have them like come over towards me and start like reading with me.
Alder, make me a perception check.
Um, 11, but I am specialized in it.
So that's a 17. Okay.
good. Yeah, Nova's getting all the high rolls tonight, and I'm getting like dead in the middle. Fine, because I'm rolling things
Okay.
I'm good at. Ooh, Discord notification. Oh,
That sounds bad.
the howl isn't changing, like the tone or the pitch. It's exactly identical.
Someone's playing it.
Like it's yeah. It just the audio of the howl is identical. I'm assuming every time is what I pick up. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it might not be real. It might be a recording. And it's like trying to are they trying to distract us? I'm assuming someone knows we're here and is trying to distract us. The good news is there might not be another werewolf. Bad news is there might be a person behind that trying to like fake something. And if they figure out that we're not taking the bait, they're probably gonna do something else. But for now, I'm gonna like keep kind of in my stance and keep like looking in that direction, but like start to scoot closer, like taking a few steps and like scooting closer to Satori.
Okay.
And I will kind of keep looking in the direction that I've been looking for like as long as I can until I get right next to her, and then I will look down at the book that she's reading out of, realize that I don't think I can see the book very clearly with the night vision goggles on.
You can't. You can't read it with the night vision goggles
Yeah,
on.
yeah. I will pull them. I don't want to take.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blinding.
I don't necessarily want to like take them off. I want to like pull them up or down like around my neck, so they're
They
still
go
like
up.
right there.
They fold up.
Perfect. I will fold them up, and then I will start reading with Satori.
Okay.
I have a question. Do you think that jabbing Kyle with a syringe is considered a dexterous task?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. I have a cipher I would like to use.
Okay.
For the next hour, I would like to activate Dance Through the Maze.
Read its ability.
Yeah, if you can imagine it, you can become it. All your tasks involving manual dexterity, such as pickpocketing, lockpicking, juggling, operating on a patient, defusing a bomb, and so on, are eased by 1 step for 1 hour, or 2 steps for 1 hour if the cipher is level 5 or higher.
Okay.
And it says roll a d6,
Okay.
which I have to get out. Sorry. It is not. It's a 2.
Okay. So for the next hour, anything you do with speed becomes any kind of skill you use with speed, and this is really a skillful thing. I mean, if surgery counts, then this definitely is in that same category.
Perfect.
So,
Okay.
yeah, so you'll get the benefit of that. And then you hear the howl again, and Kyle runs to the side that you're not all on and starts bending at the bars, and they bend a little bit, and then it moves away to the center, kind of away from being attacked, and then he starts smelling and listening for all of you. I mean, he can hear the 2 people reading. That's very obvious to him.
He's too far for me to try to jab right now, yeah?
It would be a stretch inside the cage to hit him in the middle. Could you do it? Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna give it a shot.
Okay.
18.
So
with
21 with that ability.
yes.
So you hit it, you hit him, get in the abdomen or something. As soon as you do, he breaks the stick because he's fast, and you get it in, but you realize you're never getting a syringe back out at this point. He's just fast enough that he's going to break every stick, even if he doesn't get out to you.
I'm going to have to, I don't know how many syringes I have left, so I'm going to have to be really careful
Okay.
going forward. I can't
And then
lose anymore.
You hear the howl from down the way. And it's, Alder, you notice it's a little louder, but it's the same.
Whoever that is might be getting closer. It got louder, but nothing else is different. Sorry, I'm supposed to be reading. I will go back to... I, lose my place for a minute with Satori, and I try and, find back to the same word that she's on.
I just give you, a little tap. There. It's okay.
I don't think that I brought my rifle with me. I think I just brought a handgun.
You can just use my shotgun.
Okay.
It's a 6 damage instead of 4 for the
I think
handgun.
our thought was to have
Just try to
range.
snipe it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
not the shorter thing.
Ain't got no range.
It's okay.
And Kyle sort of goes down to one knee and leaning over as the drug is taking effect again. And you realize you've only been here dealing with Kyle in this form for an hour and a half.
Ah, shit.
And you have all night to deal with this. And you're going over your drugs, and they're you won't make it to morning with this. At some point you're going to run out.
Can I make some kind of perception roller check to see if what Satori and now myself are doing is having any difference at all? It could be occult as well, because I know what the plan was, but if we've been doing this for an hour and a half, it seems like it might not be working.
Well, there was a couple times when Kyle spoke in Kyle's voice, and that you didn't expect that would be happening.
Yeah.
So maybe. And Kyle is staying centered to the cage at the moment. But you can tell he's looking around and kind of trying to keep his senses as heightened as he can while knowing that they're still dulled. But every time that howl goes off in the distance, it piques him as much as it can, and he sort of can't help but to react. And it draws him to the cage edge, and he tries to bend the bars. Luckily, the drugs are keeping him tired enough that he's not getting the bars bending as much as he would if he wasn't drugged.
I'm gonna look out towards where that howling sound is. I'm just gonna look at Nova quizzically, should we go deal with that?
I can go
As I'm,
look at it.
Still reading.
I can go have a look, but Satori, I gotta be honest, I don't think I have enough supplies to last this out the night.
I just nod.
So I hope whatever you're doing works soon.
I'm trying to look at and see if I have an ability that would let me do anything like this, but I don't think so. I'm trying to draw the red strings in my head. I'm trying to draw connections here, and I'm trying to determine, and it's okay if this is way too detailed for me to know. I'm trying to determine if there is a clear connection of the howl that's being played is interrupting what Satori and I are doing. What Satori is doing is working, but the howl, every time it goes off, is kind of like Kyle's being pulled in a game of tug of war between this other noise and us. And as long as the other noise is going off, it's going to keep us from succeeding.
Um,
And that might just be a hunch, and that's not a hunch that comes from my ability, just a hunch. That's just a hunch that Alder has. But I'm trying to determine if there's any, like, in-game evidence for that, or if that's just a thought my brain made up. Which, again, I think it is a thought Alder's brain made up.
yeah, it doesn't seem to be keeping Satori from being clear, or you for that matter from being clear, but it does distract Kyle from hearing it whenever it happens.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Okay. I think that's enough for Alder to get distracted enough to off task again, and we'll stop reading and look at Nova and be like, I think that maybe whatever that noise is happens like just long enough to distract Kyle from what we're reading, maybe. And as long as it keeps going off, like I know that staying here is probably the smart thing to do, but as long as that noise keeps going off, it might be just enough of a distraction that it's keeping this from working, because it pulls Kyle's attention away every time. And sorry, I know I'm not reading anymore. I don't know
I'm
if
just nodding and reading.
I don't know how we should split this up, because it feels like no one should be alone, but that's not really possible when there's 3 of us.
Someone needs to stay here with Satori and guard her.
I just
would-
got one book and then I pull my pistol out with my other hand
Yeah.
and keep reading.
Alder, how confident are you in your speed?
I'm more confident in my speed than in my accuracy.
Okay.
Like, I can
If-
do it fast, but it'll probably... Like, if you're talking about, like, shooting the gun, I think I can do it fast, but I think I will do it wrong.
I'm talking
But
about
it'll be
stabbing
fast.
Kyle.
Oh. With the... Yeah, the
the
drugs.
needle. Just like somewhere meaty, like the arm or the chest or the leg. Doesn't matter, as long as you get him. Just don't get the neck.
Okay. I can try, yeah. I will... Yeah, if you're gone for that long, I will try. Maybe you should... Maybe you seem really good at that. Maybe you should hit him one more time before you leave. If you're gonna go after that thing.
Okay.
That noise, yeah.
You should know I'm running out of needles. And if he grabs the stick, let it go. Because he tried to pull me in earlier.
Okay. I feel like I should give you back the goggles if you're gonna be going out into the night. So
Yeah.
we'll trade. You take these and I'll take that.
Perfect. I'm gonna try to jab Kyle one more time before I go.
I'm gonna point over into my duffel bag. And you find that there are 2 flares in there.
Oh, I'll take one. Put that in my belt. And then I am gonna try to jab Kyle with an 18 on the die, +3.
That'll hit.
This is gonna fail me eventually, I promise you. The good rolls are gonna run out.
I've only rolled once, y'all, and it was a 19, so I'm really hoping that
When it counts, it's gonna be
good
like a
luck.
natural 1.
yeah,
You
knowing me,
watch.
probably.
Yeah, then I think I'm gonna take whatever stick, whatever you give me, Nova, and I'm gonna like have that in one hand, or to like wait to stab him next time. Have the gun in the other hand, held very incorrectly, I'm sure at this point. Any stance has been lost, and I'm gonna try and just kind of like still be leaning over. I'm trying to do everything at once now. I'm trying to like lean over Satori's shoulder and go back to reading while also holding all of this stuff. It's probably, you know, the chances of me doing any one of these things entirely correctly is slim. But I'm trying.
Okay.
I'm gonna take the shotgun, and my gun and the flare, and I'm gonna try to be as light on my feet as possible and get close to the source of the sound.
Okay. So can I get a stealth roll?
Yeah.
As you go.
There it is. That's a 4.
Okay. Before I get there, I'm going to go back. So you guys are reading, and Kyle is drowsy from the last hit and is kind of stumbling around in the cage. And his ears are like on you, but you can see his ears are kind of scanning the area.
Mm-hmm.
And then at some point, Alder, you realize Kyle knows the one that was doing things to him before isn't here. And it starts smelling, like breathing in around. And there's a moment of just silence in the center. And then it runs to the back of the cage and just starts pulling at the bars. And you hear the bars bend a little bit. Nova, you get over to where you were going. And you see an old car with the back of it open. And there's a huge speaker in the back of this car, like an older car. And there's no lights on or anything. It's just sitting there, quiet. And the speaker is boomingly loud. You're muted.
I don't know how that happened. Sorry. Can I turn it down, or is this a shotgun scenario?
It's in a car. It's in the car. There's controls in the car, probably.
Okay. I'm gonna look around and see if there's anybody around. It seems weird that someone would just leave a nice old car like that.
Yeah.
Especially
Ooh.
when there was a
Make
gunshot
a perception
not
check.
too long ago.
Natural 20.
Okay. So you see that in the car there is a big like stereo thing, but kind of like what a DJ would use, like a mixer and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't see anybody in the car, but you just feel in the darkness just outside of this area you just know there's someone there.
I'm gonna pretend.
Make me a speed defense roll.
Oh shit.
You don't have the asset anymore because you left my...
I did. That's a 15.
Okay. So you just sense something bad, like there's something there. And you are hit from behind while you're looking at the car with a shotgun shot. And you take 4 damage. And then you hear this woman say, "What you doing by my car?"
Okay. It's reduced to 3.
Okay. Oh, you have armor?
I have armor and also have this thing called like Scarred and Heart. I have an ability that also reduces it.
Oh, then it's 2. And it blasted the glass of the driver glass. The passenger window is hit.
I'm gonna take the shotgun that I have.
Okay.
I'm gonna cock it and I'm gonna shoot the stereo.
Okay. And you shoot the stereo. I'm not going to make you roll for that. It's pretty simple to shoot a stereo, staying in one place. When you do that, you get shot again.
Okay.
Because you chose to stay in the same place. So you would take, again, two wounds.
Okay.
Can you roll me a speed defense, though? I just want to make sure that we don't hit like either a high roll or a low roll.
13.
Okay, so no.
Okay.
You shouldn't do that. Kyle will be done soon enough. He'll take care of all of you.
I think Nova turns and looks at the person.
And there's this woman that looks sort of like they've been clawed up and torn up, but still rugged, like in a leather jacket, and has a shotgun in hand. And as they're speaking to you, she's reloading her shotgun.
Awesome. I'm going to say, listen, I don't think you want to get into this.
He ain't yours. He's ours.
Honey, I don't need the gun. And I drop the shotgun. I'm going to go for her face.
Okay. How are you going for her face? Physical? Like,
Yeah, I'm going to punch her.
okay.
She can't shoot me if I'm up close and comfortable.
Back at the we're gonna get to that in a moment. Back at the Kyle show, you know, Nova disappears out there and Kyle's trying to bend the bars, and then suddenly you hear a shotgun go off. And then another soon after. And the bars, one of the bars as he's pulling, it pops, it breaks.
Can he get through that now?
You don't know yet, but it's not super tight.
Yeah.
And he's tired and he stops. Satori. Oh, shh.
I keep
Shit.
waiting.
And he turns
Louder.
back at both of you. But he was on the other side of the fence. And he starts pulling at the bars again. And Alder, you see him like, if he can't get out yet, it won't be long before he can get out.
Feel like I should go try and stab him with the thing. I'm gonna like look at I'm gonna say that and look at Satori to like. Okay. I'm gonna go try and stab him with the thing.
Okay.
Yeah. You'll
Neat.
have a speed defense asset
Okay. Make me a speed
I-
attack.
since you're near
Probably
me.
need it.
Yeah, make me a speed defense.
Okay.
Actually, make the speed attack first.
With the +3, it's a 10.
Okay. So you know, try and hit him and you miss him. Now make me a speed defense.
Oh yeah, the other one didn't even have the +3 because it's an attack, but this will have the +3 because it's defense. And be much better. With the +3, it's a 19.
Okay. You jump back as fast as your body would allow you to jump, as you
Alder put
missed,
all the speed into the defense and none
Yeah.
of the speed into the offense.
and I mean, you fell back and like claws came this close to your face as you fell back. And you see Kyle turn his head to get one ear to you.
Read louder.
Back at Nova, you take a swing. Can I get your attack roll, please?
Yeah. So it is 16 on the die, but I'm also the task is eased for me for unarmed strikes.
Okay. You hit.
Perfect. She takes, I believe, 6 points of bludgeoning damage or punching damage. Wrong system. Sorry.
And you hit her, and it looks like the pain of the hit almost looked like joy in her face.
Oh, one of these. Okay.
One of these.
And then there's a laugh as she jumps back a little bit and aims the shotgun. And she's going to take a shot. Can I get a speed defense?
3.
Oh, yeah, that's definitely a miss.
Yep. It had to happen. I got
Yeah.
high rolls all game.
Yeah. So she hits for the 4 points minus the 2 for your benefit, so you take 2 more.
Okay.
And she goes, "Are we going to dance all night?" this will be good. Kyle will be finishing up them while we're out here probably. You okay with that? With finishing out like that way? And then she she keeps the gun on aimed at you. What are you doing?
I am. God. I'm gonna spend 3 points of might and take 3 points of stress.
Okay.
I'd like to activate my impossible strength
Okay.
for the
Nice.
next minute. Okay. What do you want with Kyle anyway? And I'm gonna lunge for her.
Make your attack.
Okay. Uh, 19.
19. That hits.
Perfect. She takes 9 points of damage.
Nice.
And
That's tasty.
she falls back. And when she does, she drops the gun and her hands stretch out into claws. Finally, somebody that can fight. Damn, that was a good
fucking
hit.
Knew it.
And she goes, "We want Kyle to kill again. He's a killer. He needs to kill. It's that night." And
No,
she
if you-
comes for you.
Awesome. If
Like,
you
she
wanna
doesn't
kill her,
back away. She
it's
comes
me.
forward into the fight. And then
Perfect.
so can I get a speed defense?
17.
Okay.
Nice.
She swings fast, but just misses.
Oh, okay.
And you're like, she's much faster than you thought she was going to be. But, now that she's revealed herself, she's got these long, stretched fingers and claws, and her teeth have like sharp teeth, not just regular teeth. And she bends and moves sort of like a broken thing from a horror movie. Just
I
like
just
almost
love that.
joints in places that shouldn't have.
Nope.
Meat in the morning.
Back at the fence, the Kyle goes back to the other side and plants his feet up on the bars and starts pulling on that one bar that's broken and just pulling it back, putting weight into it.
I just keep reading.
I'm gonna kill! And he pulls the bar and it's and one bar pops out off the cage. And you see that he's standing in front of a hole that at this point he can get out of there.
Kyle-sized hole, yeah.
And
I'm
he's
gonna try and
just breathing.
stab him again with the thing.
Okay. Well, he's turned away from you, so you have it eased.
Okay, good. I'm rolling right in the same.
Let's go over.
Every number's right the same. 9, and I don't think that has any
No.
benefit to it. Yeah.
Nothing. But he doesn't, you just miss, and he doesn't swing back at it. He's just staring at that hole. And he turns to where you are, and his ears are there. And you can see Alder, because you're close enough, you can see he's of two minds at this point. And he's not sure whether to go or whether to try and stay. And it's an anguish in his face. And he steps into the needle.
Oh, thank God.
And he just sort of leans on it. You shouldn't be here. And he
Okay.
just stands, not stands, he kind of falters to the ground.
Okay. So something we're doing is working.
I keep reading.
So Satori, do you think maybe I should take over reading and you can try and talk to him since it seems like maybe he can talk?
I just nod and I hand her
Okay.
the book as I continue reciting. At this point, I feel like I remember like most of the lines because I'm repeating
Okay.
like
Yeah.
2 or 3 of the same
It's like
lines.
a chant.
Yeah. And I go over towards Kyle as he's leaned up against the bars, and I stick my hand against his back through the bars. And just kind of under a hushed tone, I just say, Kyle, it's Satori. You keep fighting. We're working on this. Trust us. Trust in us.
Maybe
Just
a
keep
speed
breathing.
defense.
I'm proficient in that now.
Yeah, I'm trying to take over and pick up like exactly where Satori leaves off on the reading so that it's like the chant isn't broken.
Okay.
So, I rolled a 13, so it makes it a 16.
Okay. When you reach in, both Alder and you see his eyes change, and he lashes out, and you're able to pull your hand back before he gets you, but barely. And he reaches for the bars and I'm going to kill you. And he turns to the hole. And he moves towards it, sort of slowly, like he's fighting himself to prevent it.
Kyle, hear my voice. Turn around.
Alder, you realize this is the first time that you haven't heard the howl in a while. But Nova hasn't returned either.
For now, we're gonna chalk that up to a good thing and just not worry about it.
I haven't seen a flare yet. That's going to be my signal. I'm going to trust my teammate that there will be a flare if needed.
Nova, you see this person like step into the fight, and you're up against her now, and it is your action.
How can you control your transformation? And I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go for a gut punch.
Okay.
$22. It's 19
Yeah, that would be a
plus
hit.
the 3. Okay.
Yeah.
So 9 points of damage.
Okay.
Damn.
I'm gonna kind of like punch and like kind of drive up.
Okay.
Does she lose her lunch?
No, it's a good punch and pushes her back, and when she falls back, she goes, I ain't what Kyle is. I'm something different. And she leaps forward at you. Can I get a speed defense?
Absolutely. 7.
Oh yeah. So she brings her claws down on you, and you take 6 points of damage.
Ooh, okay.
You have a speed defense, or not speed defense. You have armor. You said, right?
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that's 1 that comes off. And the other way, what was the other way you were preventing damage? I forget what it was.
It's an ability, but I don't want to say that I have it until I can find it. Scarred and hardened.
Okay. It's like tough skin.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
That's
you only
to
took 4.
Okay.
And she's laughing when she comes in, like the fight is joyful. Yacht, come with us. You got what it takes. And she stands in front of you. I'm looking for an answer.
To do what? Be a murderer?
Hell yeah. Cleaning up this world of those that aren't weak, that are too weak to be standing up for themselves. Let's go. Let's go.
Why would I join you when I can do that just fine on my own? I'm gonna punch her.
Okay. And she doesn't just stand and take it. She is trying to not be hit. Did you just roll a 1? Because you look like you had that face.
I just rolled a 20.
Oh, and that 20. Okay,
The 23.
nice. Okay. So,
Damn, your dice love you tonight.
yeah, they're
I
awesome.
swear to God. I can't believe it.
So you get extra damage, and you get a major effect that you would like to have happen. So what kind of appropriate fight effect do you want to get out of this?
I would either like to knock some teeth out of her mouth, or kind of like break a bone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. You break a bone.
Awesome.
You hear the bone snap in her chest when you hit. Oh, damn! That's what I'm talking about. Bring that. I'm not even sure Kyle would like that one. And
She is
then
bizarre.
this time though, she doesn't step into your attack. She sort of takes a few steps back and watches and is in a more defensive stance rather than all out attack.
Okay.
You gonna come with? Or am I gonna just have to kill you now?
You can try. I'm not coming with you though.
And she lunges and drops to try and attack low. And can you give me a speed defense?
Well, opposite, natural one. That's what I get.
Get tackled to the fucking ground.
So you don't get the speed defense. She ends up striking straight up, and when she does, she pulls you prone and flat on your back. And when she does, she puts her claws up into your back as you fall, and you take the attack wound at the same time as the defensive wound, or as the defense. So you get hit for 6 minus the 2 that you are protected against.
Okay.
And then it is your attack, but you are prone, so you're now hindered. And she's in a better position, so you're hindered by 2.
Okay. Question. I'm reducing, when I take damage, I'm reducing it out of the might pool or the might number?
It would come out of your might pool
Okay.
each time, but then eventually it'll go to your speed pool, and then
Right.
eventually your intelligence pool.
I
if
was
you're
taking
losing
it
that
out of
much.
like the 10 into my might, and I was like, I don't think that's right, so sorry.
Yeah, and as you go down in your pool, if you hit 0 on your pool, you lose your might benefits.
Okay.
Same thing when you get to the end of your speed pool. You're just sort of stuck. You're so exhausted or so injured that you can't run.
Boy. Okay.
So let me know if you hit the end of a pool, so I know that you've hit that you're there.
I will definitely do that. We're good so far.
Okay.
I think it like knocks the wind out of her, but she doesn't want to draw the others to her yet. She's gonna go for her pistol, and I think she's gonna try to like shove it into her. It's silver bullets that are loaded.
Okay.
I don't know if it's gonna make a difference, but what do I have? I just not eased. 16.
That hits.
Oh, it does?
That
Okay.
hits exactly. Yep.
So that will be 4 points of damage.
and the bullet goes in, and she goes, that ain't gonna be enough for me, honey. This is gonna go all night if I can help it, because I just love it. And she comes in to try and strike at you again.
Okay.
Can I get a speed defense?
Oh.
You are not up yet either, so you
No.
are hindered.
Okay. -3, right, for the hinder?
-6. 'Cause
Minus
you're hindered
6 for the
twice
hinder.
because you're both prone and she has
Okay.
a position on you. And she doesn't have a position on you because you were able to bring your gun to her. So it's only -3 at this point.
-3, okay. 13.
Okay. And she hits. You take 6. Well, 4 minus, with
Okay.
your defenses. Back at Kyle's, you hear a gunshot go off again. Satori, you know that was not a shotgun, that was a pistol.
Yeah. I'm just talking to Kyle. Kyle, can you hear me?
And Kyle's staring at the hole.
Turn around. Do not walk away from me.
Give me a second, I gotta look at your character sheet for a second.
There's something specific you're looking for, just let me know too, since you have a older one, I think.
Oh, I do think it is older. How old is it? Is yours still in pencil?
It's always been there.
Okay. So I can't really tell that it's how old it is by that. Okay. Do you have any skills related to
I have intimidation.
you're not going to intimidate them, but
I know.
to suggestion or
No.
okay. Then make me an int roll.
Okay.
And what are you doing while this is happening, Alder?
We're just reading the book.
That was a 5.
Okay.
That was a rough one.
And Kyle is starts to turn towards you, but you can tell that Kyle can't see you, but his ears and nose give him information, and he leaps for the hole.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Do I know in character? I'm trying to remember my in character versus out of character. What I know about the thing that I'm reading. Do I know the purpose of because I know kind of what the goal and the mission here was of trying to separate Kyle from the hunt and see if we can pull the werewolf out of him. So do I know if the words I'm speaking, is it supposed to be addressed to Kyle, or am I talking to the hunt? If that makes sense. What part of him am I supposed to be talking to?
I'll let Satori answer that.
Probably the hunt.
Okay. If I know that I'm supposed to be directing this to the hunt, I still don't know what I can do, but I know that I can do things. And I think, again, Alder kind of feeling jack of all trades, I'm just here to tell me what you need me to do and I'll do it. I don't know, I brought a gun, and now I'm reading these words and they're supposed to be important. I want to try and see if I can connect to the hunt in the way that I can connect to things by tasting them or smelling them or whatever, and if that can let me talk to it more. Because again, I thought I can talk to the hunt and Satori can talk to Kyle and we can kind of further that pulling apart. So I want to try and and normally it makes things worse when I try and do this. So I'd had this idea in my head since I started reading, but I was I'm gonna hold off. But it seems like things can't get much worse. So I will try and make them worse.
Can.
Satori,
We're
what
moving
do you,
in a direction where
Satori,
things
what
are
do you
about to
do?
get quite worse.
What do you do when Kyle leaps towards the hole?
I Can I try and make a speed check to grab him through the bars? Because I know he was close, right?
Yeah, you could try. Yeah.
And just like grab a foot or like
Yeah.
back or part of the pant that might still be left. Dang. That's a natural 20.
Hell yeah, let's
Okay.
go. They're going around tonight.
So you grab and you get a major effect. You're not doing it for damage, so you're not doing damage.
Yeah.
So what is your goal with this grabbing? To keep him from getting out of the hole, or is there something else?
Yes. Keeping from getting out of the hole, but I feel like he would also be prone.
Okay. So you grab his leg
Like, yeah.
and you clamp down as strongly as you can, and you feel
just-
him pull, and probably pulls you straight to the bars. Like,
Yeah. My face probably like
Yes.
has a bruise now, yeah.
and I would give you damage if you didn't roll a 20. So I'll let the damage go by. You're able to just stop enough that you don't take any damage from it, and then you sense the oncoming attack, though. That you know there's no way the werewolf of him can let that stand
Yeah.
unreacted to. Can I get a speed defense from you?
Yes. That's a 13, so 16.
Okay. So after you do that, you let go and you pull back as fast as you can, and he just misses you, reaching through the bars as you scramble back. And his eyes stop and stare into the space you're in.
Kyle, do you hear me? Come within yourself. Come out. Can you hear me? Do you know where you are right now? I need you to listen to what I'm saying. I'm not afraid of you.
The other one is. And its ears shift from you to where Alder is. I'll kill that one first. What are you doing, Alder?
I'm trying to. I don't know what the hunt smells like. I don't know what the hunt tastes like. But yeah, I'm trying to just connect to whatever my thing is that I can do and hope that will like deepen the power behind the words that I'm saying or deepen the connection behind the words that I'm saying. But I'm still reading the chant. I'm just also trying to maybe like close my eyes and go into my other state that normally makes things go bad.
Can I get an int roll from you?
Sure. Is it my turn to get a 20 now?
Yes,
Maybe.
absolutely.
I got a
Aw,
12.
damn.
Okay.
I think every number I've rolled has been in the range from a 12 to a 9, and I have not left that range.
It's coming. You're owed. You're due one.
You
Maybe I'll roll
start
different dice.
you start to get a taste in your mouth and a texture of fur and raw meat. Probably one of the better tasting things you've had to deal with.
I was like, that's actually not that bad. Like, it's bad, but it's
You're
not
like-
that bad.
And Satori, you notice that Alder is reading this and concentrating on something, and blood starts kind of dripping out of her mouth and running down her chin. His chin, sorry.
I'm gonna start repeating the chant and the words.
Nova, you are back at this fight, and this thing you're fighting goes, "Oh, one of you all is reaching out for us. Son of a bitch." And it stops for a moment and backs away from you. and then looks back towards the fence of the yard that they were in, and she runs.
Oh, I'm going right for her.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Can I try to like? Is it gonna take move? Like, is there something I have to do to get up?
Yeah, you need to get up, but I mean,
Okay.
it causes a hindrance. But you also, because she turned her back, you have an easing, so they cancel each other out.
Perfect. Uh, I would
Get
like
that bitch.
to
Get
try
that
to.
bitch.
Yeah, I would like to try to like run at her and just like slam her into the ground as far as I can.
Okay. Make a speed attack to catch her.
Okay. 17.
Okay, you grab. You
Yes.
leap and you make that grab, and then you can do a physical attack.
Perfect. I'm gonna I think I'm just gonna punch her as hard as I can in
Okay.
the head.
Yeah, you still got your mighty might thing.
For now.
Yeah, not for much
Um,
longer.
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah, that's
No,
a hit.
yeah. Okay.
Wait, what was the
Perfect.
roll?
It's
Because at a
plus 3,
17, you
right?
get an extra damage. So if it was a 17 on the die,
17. Yeah, it was 17.
yeah, so you get an extra point of damage.
Okay, so 10 points of damage.
And she stumbles forward when you hit her, and she's like, "Don't worry, we'll take both of you. You can all come." Probably not the
Absolutely
other
not.
one. And she claws at you. Can I get a speed defense?
Yes. Alder, would you like my 20? I'll give it to you. I kind of feel bad at this point. That's dirty. I feel weird about
God.
it.
I'm gonna try a different dice next time I roll.
Um, yeah.
I think you need it. I mean, actually, I think I probably need it pretty bad, but I think you
I think
need
you need
it
it.
right
I think you
now.
need more, honestly. But yeah, it's an natural 20.
You hit, you do the damage, and she falls forward, towards the where she was going, but seems to be unconscious. Like just falls dirt first with that hit.
I'm gonna do
You're a
something
beast.
that I'm gonna regret later. Because I do every time. But can I snap her neck?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna try to kill her.
Okay. So you're gonna murder her.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll kill
Give me a might roll.
Okay. Um, 15.
Yep.
Okay.
You hear the bone. You feel it.
Um, I'm gonna. Oh, this is awful. I'm gonna pick up the shotgun, both of them.
Okay.
I'm gonna flick the safeties on, and I'm going to pick her up and take her with me,
Okay. All right.
back to the other two.
And you're carrying her, and you
Gonna
feel
take
your
her.
strength subsiding from your energy surge that you had. It's like, oh, and the adrenaline's kind of coming down a little bit, but you have her, and you're heading back. Inside the backyard, Kyle is is looking in the direction of Alder and backing away from where you are, and then moving towards the hole. I need to get out. I'm gonna be out. And it doesn't leap at the hole. It sort of goes to the hole and sort of leans into the bar and stops.
I'm going to keep the chant with Alder.
Alder, you get the feeling and the taste of the meat and fur is less deep and intense than it was. And
Probably a
Kyle,
good thing.
I don't know, is it a good thing? It's the thing. And Kyle slowly pulls himself up and into the hole and is staring at like your direction, both of you, as he does so.
Can I push him back in?
You
I'm
can
gonna
go
go
around.
around.
He's at the back, so you'd have to go around
Yeah.
to the back.
Yeah, I'll go around to the back. He has to stay in the circle, so
Make me a speed attack. Actually, to push him back is a might attack.
I have light bashing. Okay, so that was a natural 11, so 14.
Okay. Make me a speed defense.
Okay. 12, 15.
Okay. You take 8 points of damage as Kyle tears at your arm and your shoulder. It almost feels like he pulls your arm off and then pulls you into the bars really hard and leaps out of the hole. What are
He's
you
out?
doing? He's out. What are you doing, Alder and Satori?
I am gonna just keep chanting this thing and keep trying to talk to the hunt, because that's a great idea. And just keep trying to, again, like, call the hunt out of Kyle, if that is even possible. I want to just keep doing that for until I, like, can't keep doing that anymore. I want to just keep sticking to the plan.
Okay. Satori, what are you doing? He now has hold of you.
And he's on the outside now,
And he's on the outside of the bars.
and I'm also on the outside.
Yes.
Okay. I'm just going to, I'm going to stop chanting, and I'm going to be like, Kyle, you listen to me right now. Get back in there. And I am going to invoke my impossible strength. And going to force him back in there.
Yeah, you are. Get it.
So I'm taking that might and that
Okay.
stress.
Obsessed.
Oh. And with him leaving the thing, actually, there's 3 stress from that for both Alder and Satori.
Cool.
And make me a might roll with your added might. Your unexpectedly added adrenaline fueled might.
Okay. I mean, that wasn't great, but I do have a lot to add to that. So I rolled a 9, but I do have light bashing and let's see, what is it? So it gives plus. I think it. Is it a 12 or a 15? I don't think either of them hit though.
Nope. They both miss. And he comes out and he makes a might attack on you, Satori. So can I get a might defense as he he comes down off of the cage and brings his weight and his bearing on you.
There we go.
And Nova, you come in through the gate and you see Kyle out of the cage and leaping down on Satori.
I rolled a 15 plus my might defense, so it is a 18.
Okay. So he comes down and he puts his weight on you, but you fall back instead of falling under him. Mm-hmm. And you're pushed away from him. When he does so, he pushes you back into another cage, and you take 2 points of damage from hitting that cage, but you don't take the damage from his actual attack.
Okay.
Alder, you are right behind Satori at this point, and Kyle, still a little on the drowsy-ish side, but now rising up into their full stature. And what are you doing when Satori is pushed back? Was attacked twice now by him, and she's
I'm
bleeding
sticking to
pretty
the
bad.
plan.
Okay.
I don't know.
You don't
stick
know.
to the plan. Read the thing. Until it gets this. Satori's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Satori's fine. I'm just gonna read. I'm chant, and again, like really try to like talk to the hunt, and maybe it's making it worse, and maybe it's not. Well, is Kyle still in the circle? Because I do know that he needs to be in the circle for anything I'm doing to be effective. How big of a circle did you make, Satori?
It was on the outside of the cage,
Yeah.
so I feel like if anything, he's on it.
Okay.
Yeah. He's just
On
right
it
at
counts. I'm gonna keep reading.
Okay. What are you doing, Nova?
I'm gonna drop the body a little off to the side.
Just look over and I'm like, the fuck? Okay, let's keep going. Just notice.
I have clearly shotgun holes and blood in my shirt. But I'm gonna come over, and I'm gonna help Satori.
Well, Kyle is attacking Satori.
Yeah, I'm gonna come over and I'm gonna help Satori shove Kyle back in the cage.
Okay. Make me a might check. You are no longer with your mighty
No.
might.
It is just a 13.
Okay, make me a speed defense.
That is a 18.
Oh.
Nice.
So you are missed with the attack when he responds to you. And you know what? I need a die. Hold on.
Ooh, I like the collection. I saw some of them.
Yeah. These are my everyday. Like, use all these dice.
Oh, I love that.
I have way more than this, but these are my current favorites. And these are like the craziest, coolest ones. Are metal. But
Oh,
they
I
have
love
these
that.
inset like numbers. They were a Kickstarter, and the dude who made them screwed everybody over just about. And I was one of the very few that got my dice.
Damn.
So they're super rare.
Wow.
But I feel terrible for everybody else. Okay. Let me get an initiative from everybody. Why don't we get into an
Yeah.
initiative order?
Good thing I'm trained in initiative. Well, too
Hey,
bad I rolled poorly on initiative.
Oh, that's
The
funny. What-
different dice got me an 18, so I'm gonna use this one now.
Hell yeah. That's an 8.
I
For
also
me.
got an 8.
Oh,
That's
awesome.
with my trained.
What's really funny is when I was putting down the initials for all of you is SANK. Sank.
That's what's
Like, oh.
happening.
That's where we are right now.
Okay.
Sink, sank, sunk.
All right. Alder, you for the first time in a combat in this game, I think, go first.
Yeah,
And
and there's a problem. I shouldn't go first in the first good roll I get on height. It's on something I shouldn't be good at. I don't go first in combat. I don't know what I'm doing. I think Alder is still at. I don't think it's broken the point where I'm gonna stop chanting until
Okay.
Kyle gets out of the circle.
okay.
Can you hold actions in this game?
Yes.
If Kyle leaves the circle and this is no longer going to be effective, I want to get out of the way.
Okay. So you
Valid.
used
I want
dodge.
to move backwards. Yeah.
Okay. All
But
right.
until then, I'm going to sit here and I'm going to chant and I'm going to have. I feel like eyes closed is a really bad strategy, but like kind of like
Yes.
half closed. like half
Focusing
closed a little bit because
really
I'm still trying to focus really intently on like the taste and the smell and the hunt, but I also really need to see what's going on. But yeah, I'm just focusing, watching, and waiting.
Satori, make me a speed defense roll against Kyle attacking you.
That definitely hits. I rolled an 8
Okay.
plus 3.
Right. You take 8 points of damage,
My might is
And-
gone.
and you are knocked prone from the hit. Satori and Nova, you go at the same time. You can choose the order you want. You can arrange your attacks or defenses however you want.
After you.
I'm going to shoot Kyle.
With?
My pistol.
Okay. Silver
So
bullets.
as I'm laying on the ground. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a natural 18
So
for
that does 2
21.
points of extra damage.
Yup.
Okay, so you yeah. Go on.
Let's see here. So 2 points of extra damage.
Mm-hmm.
That's 6. That's 11.
Damn.
I'm just double checking.
Oh, I don't roll that. Can you
Yeah.
make me a d20 roll?
That's 11. 17.
Okay. So you shoot a mid body, and when it hits, you can see an anguish on his face that is not like just being hit by a bullet. You've seen things hit by a bullet. Mm-hmm. This is different. There's something different about it.
From the silver, I'm assuming.
Nova, what are you doing?
Push him in.
Yeah, I'm shoving. I'm gonna try to shove him back in. This is 6.
6 does not do it. Can you give me a speed defense?
That's a 3.
Okay. He hits you for 8 points of damage when you try and grapple or push him back. And, I mean, he is fast and ferocious, and even drugged out, he moves like lightning.
My might pulls is at 0.
Okay. All right.
Um,
You're down to, you're not going to be able to shove him in the hole. You can only use your speed attacks, which are your guns and stuff like that at this point.
okay.
Alder, we're back around to you, and you've just seen him shot at and then injure both of your compatriots.
How many
Although
syringes?
but you've been squinting, so maybe you didn't see it quite the way that it really is. Not quite the reality of it.
Do I know how many vials of drugs we have left for him?
You probably don't have a way of counting it at the moment, unless you're going to stop everything and count them.
Yeah. Then I'm just going to. I think I might try and still chanting, wave and try and get Nova's attention and try and roll the syringes back over to her, because that seemed really effective earlier, but I did not succeed at doing it once. So I think I'm gonna try and keep the chant going, but give Nova the drugs to hopefully try and stab him again, because I know that's
Nova.
also a speed.
Nova, make me a perception check. You are hindered because
9.
you're in a fight. So
9.
Okay. Yeah, you didn't
Minus
notice
3.
him. You didn't notice him rolling over. You might notice him in another round, but not at the moment.
Thanks for trying.
Okay, so Kyle, he comes down and attacks back onto you, Satori. Can you make me a speed defense?
Yes. I rolled a 3.
You take 8 points of damage from him just coming down with claws and teeth, and the
Oh,
attack is just
shit.
ferocious.
There goes my speed.
Okay. It is now Nova and Satori. You have.
Is he still?
It happened in the attack, you can react before your speed is reduced to 0.
Okay. Is he still in the circle since he's like over me?
Yeah, he's right on it.
Okay. Shit. Okay. And you said I still have some of my speed since it's happening
Yeah,
simultaneously.
it's simultaneous.
All right. Well, I'm going to use my tier 4 ability Amazing Effort and
Okay.
gain a speed effort for free.
Okay.
And I'm going to shoot again at Kyle's leg.
Okay.
Yeah. That wasn't great. I rolled a 3.
Okay. So you shoot, and he's fast. He moves. I mean, you shot at him, but it sort of went into the air between his legs.
Mm-hmm.
What are you doing, Nova?
I'm gonna go because it's not working and I feel all the strength zapped out of me. I need to. The only thing I can think of is getting the medication. Trying to
And
get him more drowsy. So I'm gonna try to look for that.
It
I'm gonna go
happens to
over
be
my
at your
supplies.
feet.
Hell yeah. Okay.
Goes, wow.
This is like magic. I think it appears. I'd like to try to jab him with it.
Okay. You have a chance.
Now you really need that 20.
Yeah, I do. It's a 16 though, so I don't know.
A 16 hits.
Oh my god. Okay.
I
That's
think
what
it
you
just
need to hit.
barely. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna jab him with a syringe.
And you jab and inject. And can you make me a? Actually, not you, Satori. Make me just a d20 roll for him.
Yeah.
I'll let you roll them now.
7.
Okay. He feels the injection of the stuff, and he sort of stumbles away back from you.
Back into the hole in the cage.
No.
Dang.
No, standing up against the bars. And you can see he feels the drugs kind of coming on, and it's affecting his perceptions again. And his ears are kind of like looking for all of you again. And he seems to sort of hold the bars and just like as a way to keep up, at least one hand holding on the bars. And he puts another one on it just to sort of stabilize. Alder, what are you doing? As you see him sort of stumble back with a needle kind of stuck out of him.
Yeah, I mean, he's still in the circle. I don't know what to do other than just keep reading. I'm gonna try and just like Satori was doing earlier, just read louder since he seems to be listening at me, like listening in my direction. Just
Okay.
has to be doing something, so I'm gonna just keep doing it.
And when I get a chance, I'll
Yeah.
also join in with Alder.
Okay. And Kyle starts kind of walking forward and steps on the circle and starts heading, you think, towards Alder. And you see its hands, its claws kind of like... What are you doing, Satori and Nova?
I'm gonna take my action to do a quick recovery.
Okay. All right.
and
get your
regain
recovery.
my speed.
Okay.
Oh, that was a 6.
Plus your tier.
My tier?
Yep. What are you, tier 4 or something? 5?
Four.
4. So 10.
So that's a
That's
a 9?
That's a big one.
That's so good.
6 plus 4 is 10, not 9.
Oh, it's
so
okay.
panicked.
I'm an idiot.
What
Hell
are you
yeah.
doing, Nova?
I would like to also, actually, no, he's going for Alderat. There's no way I would do that. I'm gonna go in front of Kyle, and jab him with a needle again.
Okay. Make me a speed defense.
7.
Okay. You take 8 points of damage as he lashes at you when you do it. Make me a speed attack.
Sorry, give me 1 second. 15.
15 misses.
Damn it. Okay.
You just miss probably because of the attack. And its foot drags outside of the circle as it comes towards Alder.
Damn it.
But it's still heavily sedated and trying to continue its actions. Alder, what are you doing when you see it cross the circle for the first time?
I feel like the things I'm saying are no longer working. Backing up. Getting out of the way.
Okay. You create distance. And you were holding anyway, so you had a chance to do that when you recognized it.
I think I have the gun out, but I don't think the gun's going to do a lot of good anyways. Because it's not silver bullets, it's just a regular gun.
Yeah.
But I will have it out and kind of like pointed in his direction.
You see that as it stumbles forward, it draws its claws back to strike at Nova, who is right there, had just tried to inject him. Do you want to do anything?
I don't think that shooting... I can try and shoot at him. I don't think it's going to do any good.
Okay.
But I'll try and like shoot him in the leg like what I saw Satori do earlier. I feel like I feel like I should be bad at this. And I don't know if I think it's going to do any good, but I don't know what else to do.
Okay.
And I rolled a 5, so that's probably pretty accurate.
Yeah, you totally miss.
Choo.
But, hey, Alder fired a gun.
Oh, yeah.
That's something.
Yeah.
Satori and Nova, you're both up. And you see Kyle drag his foot across the circle, and it was going towards Alder, but ended up stopping at Nova when Nova had tried to inject it again.
This time I'm going to use quick recovery.
Okay.
It's what
Alright.
roll? What dice do I roll for that?
D6
D6. Okay.
plus your tier.
7.
Okay.
I'm gonna shoot at it
Okay.
again.
All right. Roll.
That is a natural 17 for 20.
That's an extra point of damage
Okay.
and a major effect.
Let's see here. So that is 10 points of damage. And then let's see, a major effect. Can I-
Push it back into the circle.
Can I see if he'll stumble? it back into the circle against the cage.
Is that what you want him to do? You want to shoot him in where he falls back into the circle
Yeah.
against the cage? Yeah. You hit him solid in the chest and he falls back. And when he's hit, you can see his eyes widen at the anguish of the bullet or whatever. Mm-hmm. And he sort of leans on it, on the bars. And he sort of slides down the back of the bars to the ground, and just sits there in front of you, inside the circle as you start chanting.
And I'm assuming we're like barely a foot apart at this point.
Yeah.
As I'm just looking directly at him
And
continuing the chant.
And what are you doing? Oh, Nova took the recovery. And maybe it's the drugs, but he starts to sort of maybe fall asleep and his head just sort of goes down and you hear like heavy breathing. And after half a minute, you don't hear the heavy breathing anymore. And you see him sort of slide all the way down the bars. And you see him start to de-transform. And as he does so, you see it pools blood all around him from bullet wounds.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna keep chanting and then make my way over, just kind of crawling, and I'm gonna start putting pressure on the spots where I shot him.
Okay.
I'm grabbing the first aid kit.
And his body feels weird, like when you're putting pressure, like it's cold and it's hot and then it's cold, and you hear like the breathing sort of halt, and his eyes open for a moment, and he looks at you and he blinks, and then he makes an exhale, and you see his eyes glaze.
Like glaze as in dying?
Yes.
Shit. Fuck. Nova, hurry up. And I keep holding the pressure. I glance over to the silver box that was connected to the circle. Does it look like the thing that was in there is trapped, or does it look like something else happened during this process? Like we killed. Is it here? Is what I'm trying to determine. Like, where is the hunt?
I'm not sure you could tell by just looking.
Okay.
Can I tell? I am going to try. I think knowing what's going on and knowing that, again, like Alder, every single combat, it's the same feeling of just like, I can do fucking nothing. Like, I am not built for this. I don't know what I'm doing. I had a gun this time and I still did nothing. And I think it's just the most helpless Alder feels is in the middle of combat. And so I think that now that the combat seems to be over, I'm fully closing my eyes and just going to go in what I know is probably a bad idea, but try and go as quickly, as deeply into whatever I can feel that's here. Like, I just want to try and find and latch onto something, and like, what I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do anything, if I can latch onto the hunt, if I can try and latch onto Kyle and like keep him here. Like, I'm just going to
give me a perception
throw
check.
my senses into whatever I can throw them into.
Yeah.
16. And I'm specialized in perception.
And as you move, you end up with Kyle on one side of you and the box on the other. And you can sense that Kyle is there, but the taste and the vile reflection of this thing that you had been tasting earlier and sensing is to the other side of you.
Okay, then I think this is the first point at which I stopped the chant because I realized that it worked. And I will tell Satori, it worked. The hunt is over in the box, or at least over to that side, and Kyle is here, so they're separate.
I look over and you can tell that there's tears in my eyes. And this is like the first and probably only time that you've ever seen me well up. And I'm just like, he's not holding on.
I'm
And I,
coming
like-
over and I'm gonna apply pressure and
Okay.
take over.
And there's just giant pools of blood. And even with the pressure, you can feel it flowing through your fingers and out. Satori holding them, and her hands are just covered in blood. And the first aid kit, when you get it there, you almost immediately know that the first aid kit is not enough to do what you think it's going to do, what you wanted it to do, I mean.
Well, I'm gonna try and do what I can
Yeah.
with what I have.
Okay.
I'll put as much gauze as I can into the bullet wounds, and I'll try whatever I can to get it to stop bleeding. If his heart stops, I'll try CPR.
His heart has stopped.
Okay, I'm doing CPR.
Okay.
Oh,
The werewolves are running.
I'm
And
just like holding pressure on his leg while Nova is doing CPR, and I'm just like, we need to get him to a hospital or somebody that can help us. Like he's not gonna last if we don't do something, right? Right, Nova?
we're gonna have to get him an ambulance.
And I reach for my phone, and my hands are like covered in blood.
yeah.
And I'm covered in blood. Do we have service?
You are at one bar.
And I call emergency services.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, I don't know if I think realistically there's nothing that Alder can do, but I am trying to, again, since I did sense Kyle, I sense both of the things, I'm trying to hold on to whatever part of Kyle I can sense.
Yeah.
I don't know if I can sense, because it's not, I know now it's not just ghost. I don't know if I can sense his soul. I don't know if souls are real. But whatever part of him I can, I'm just trying to hold on to. And knowing I can't do anything in the physical part, but maybe there's something in the spiritual, occult, in whatever it is that I am, that I can just kind of keep holding that sense and keep trying to lean into whatever is Kyle that is still here for
Yeah.
as long as there's anything.
And you see Satori and Nova trying to do what they can, and you feel the hunt on the one side strongly, and it's effortless to feel it. And slowly you lose contact with the Kyle side. And then Satori lifts her phone to call, and you realize there is no Kyle to sense anymore. "911, emergency services."
Hi, my name is Satori Falk. I need an ambulance at this address. There's gunshot wounds. He's not doing well. Please just send somebody.
And you know how the services work. They try and keep you on the phone as long as they can while they're sending services. Especially when you mention there's gunshot wounds, they ask if is there still danger? Is there still anybody shooting or somebody with a gun or any kind of like risk for the police that are going to show up too?
Mm-hmm. There's no risk. Please just get here.
And they keep you on the phone and keep talking to you, but you can tell that they're putting the services into effect. Nova, while you're doing this, you realize the body you had thrown down is not there anymore.
Fuck. Okay.
And you feel the weight of Satori going through this. And it takes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes for an ambulance to arrive. And you, Alder, know that you can't sense him for that entire time. When the ambulance arrives, actually the police get there first. They come in and they take over the scene and they try and do the same kinds of things you did. They have a little bit more equipment for medical, but it's not happening. And when the ambulance arrives, they put him on the stretcher to bring to the hospital. And it would be a miracle if he made it through this. You already know that.
I hand my keys to Nova, and I go with the ambulance if I can.
Okay. And in the ambulance, they're doing what they can, and they're not saying anything to you. And when you get to the hospital, you're in there, and they take him in, and they do what they can. And it's not long before you realize that there is nothing to do. And the doctor comes out. I'm sorry. He didn't make it. And there was nothing we could do to recover him.
Okay. Thanks for trying. And I'm gonna get up. His folks are gonna want to know. They live in towns, they live in Chattanooga. The Hearthrends.
Yeah, the hospital and the police are taking that information, and the police also has questions because there was gunshots,
Mm-hmm.
but they wait. They're actually pretty respectful, but they do get the information on the parents so they can let them know. Nova and Alder, what are you doing when Satori goes to the hospital with Kyle?
As soon as the ambulance leaves, I'm gonna look at Nova. Can you, this might be stupid. Can you put your hand on my shoulder?
Yep. I'm gonna put my blood-covered hand on your shoulder.
I know at this point that there's probably nothing I can like. Know I lost that sense of him being there, and I didn't really want to tell Satori
Yeah.
that until it was too late. But the last person that we lost, we didn't get to say goodbye, and I didn't get to talk to her like I tried, but I can't do a seance in the building, but we're not in the building. And I want to see if I can go deeper into that sense of Kyle that I had and try to do a seance and at least talk to him enough to see if he has something he wants to tell Satori. Well, I still don't know totally how to talk to Ghost. I don't know if I can do this again, but I'm assuming that if he just died, his spirit is going to be strongly still here.
I think this is a good place to break. All right. We will see you all next week. Have a good night, everybody, and see you on Sunday. Bye.
Bye.